TDKV here coming at you with another awesome live video. Today, we're just chilling, vibing, talking about some movies, whether they be horror or not. But, how's everybody's day going? Where's my cat? I know you're in here. Where you at? Where are they? Cat's in here somewhere. But Rick, memes, how you doing? How's everybody doing today? So today, like I said, just going to be some general movie discussion. I know that the thumbnail says horror movies, but didn't have enough time to make another one, unfortunately. What's up, Rife? Rudy, how you doing? How's your day going? Happy Tuesday. Any day's better than Monday, right? Yep, the moment I start. Nope. Dog's already going nuts. Yay! It's going good, Rife. It is going good. I got some good news for everybody as people pile on in. So, stick around for the news. What kind of cable was this? Nope, it's just a regular one. Rudy, I'm doing good. I don't know if you guys have been here. No, actually, I think both of you have. I was gonna say, if we had 1,000 subs, I'm still hyped over that. We got 1,000. Oh yeah. So today, what I'm gonna do is just Google some. What kind of horror movies are coming out this year? Isaiah, how you doing, my man? I did not watch Monday Night Raw, and I actually didn't get a recap on it either. Thank you, Rudy. That's good. Rudy, what happened on Raw? My cat's in here somewhere. Get out of here. Oh, not yet. Sorry about that. But, yeah, Rudy, give me an update. What happened on Raw? I think I've seen something about Drew McIntyre got kicked out the ring or something like that. Jay is trying to take Rhea out. What? That's crazy. So let me see here. See, there's really not many good horror movies coming out as of late. Juan, how you doing? Liv and Dom. Liv Morgan's trying to take Rhea's stuff. Living in Rhea's shadow. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I think I got food here. Oh, did she? My room is way too hot to be sitting here all cooped up. Liv Morgan landed on top of Dominic Mysterio. That's crazy. What do you mean landed on top of him? Just looking around. Yeah, not falling for that one anymore there, bud. Sorry there, Doros. Ooh.
They gave me the wrong drink.
What'd they give you?
Well, originally I had had coffee, and then I changed it. And they gave me a coffee. Even though I changed it. So I'm like, oh, I guess I have coffee for tomorrow morning then. Okay.
You didn't get the pack?
Was I supposed to?
No, I guess not. It doesn't matter. We got Taco Bell, everybody.
Sorry, this one's mine. That one's yours. That's my burrito. I got
No straw?
unless it's in this bag.
I didn't get no straw. What the hell?
Well, I didn't get straws when I got Dunkin' for me and Tony the other day.
Well,
I had to go get them out of my car.
it's not your fault. And everybody, if you're new, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Your boy's about to pound some Taco Bell. Ordered it before the stream, but it didn't come till just now. I think Dom is gonna cause Rhea the championship. Yeah, I have a feeling that that's gonna be like the swerve. I don't know. We'll see. Realistically, wrestling right now, I'm not that excited for. And here, you know what? That just reminded me. For the watch along tomorrow, what should we watch tomorrow? So I got 4 options here. ECW 1 Nightstand. WCW. Okay. WCW Road Wild. Okay, hold on. WrestleMania 21 or what's another good one? You know what? We'll go No Way Out 2005. So we got a poll going for, because I do watch alongs every Wednesday and I haven't picked a pay-per-view yet. So everybody go ahead and vote what we should watch along to tomorrow. And if you're new, subscribe, and please everybody hit that thumbs up button. Adam Pearce told Drew if he wants Punk at SummerSlam, Drew has to say sorry to the refs. Yeah, I seen that part, because I think somebody chased him out the ring, because he refused to say sorry. WrestleMania 21. That's the theme song to that was Big Time. But oh yeah. But how's everybody's day been? Like I said, theme of this stream is horror movies, or it could be any general horror talk that we want. Though Dallas and Wyatt 6 was in the ring. Okay. You see, I need to catch up with that story to see what's going on with them. I don't really know what's happening with all that. But I'm here for it now. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. I'm just eating right now, and then we'll get to some general discussion. Like I said, what are some of you guys' favorite horror movies? You see, I've been thinking that Chad Gable and the Creed brothers would be like a good stable. I got food in my mouth. Hold on there, Jesus. Time to play the game! Mwahaha! And we got some good old Mountain Dew. Like I said, everybody, Are there any horror movies that you guys are interested in seeing in the upcoming future? I've been trying to Google. It doesn't seem like anything interesting's happening. Tomorrow's your B-Day, Isaiah. I know. I think you said that before. Hell, my wife needs mine. Trash. That's a very weird request. I've seen some weird ones, but that's up there. Have you tried eating something you're allergic to? That might help. Actually, no, don't do that. I don't know, Trash Can Man. Wife has a very weird request. You like the Chucky movies, Juan? See, I like the first three Problem Childs. Yeah, You know what? I even like Brad and Chucky. That was a fun. Like, it was like a fun movie. It definitely wasn't scary, but I like Jennifer Tilly too. My favorite is Halloween, Michael Myers. Taco Bell forever. Oh yeah. Everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. And Stachus Mahoney, you gained some brownie points in my opinion. Taco Bell is life. My day is going pretty good. Nadine, I forgot to say hi. I had a mouthful, but Nadine, how you doing? And I am just waiting for a couple more people because I got a pretty big announcement actually. We're waiting for Ozzy. Nadine says hi. Nadine said hi. And don't worry, Nadine, I took him for a WALK before the stream today. From Chicago? Nope. I've been to Chicago quite a few times now. Just chilling at the house. Oh, yeah. What's up, Best? How you doing? But, yeah, today was actually a pretty big day. Something happened this morning that I'm very excited about, and I hope it all goes well. Chips, okay. After this one, I'm full for now. I still got my 5-bean burrito. But, Best. What's your favorite horror movie? And what about you, Nadine? I can't remember yours. I'm sure you've said it before on here. No Way Out 2005 is in the lead. I'm actually surprised by that. I'm making a mess. No. Isaiah, I don't even know who that. I'll say it like this: I haven't paid attention to NXT in like probably 3 years. So whenever people get called up, I'm like, okay, I guess this is cool. But yeah, I haven't really paid attention to NXT in a very long time. Like, I knew who Braun Breaker was because of him being a Steiner. But beyond that, though, I never really... I'm gonna say I never got into NXT because, like, I really liked it whenever Adrian Neville was there. But Yeah, this hasn't been my cup of tea the last couple of days. We're a three-man band. They're underrated. The Rock and Sock Connection. Everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. I want to say the OG Halloween, but the remakes of It Chapter 1 and 2 have gotten up there. Those are pretty good movies. I like them. I always have that nostalgia for, what's it called? The original one, though, is because of Tim Curry. It's your birthday today there, D'Angelo. How old would you turn? Terrifier is good. $18. Sit right there, D'Angelo. I'm fine. D'Angelo, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Angelo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, brother. Close this all up. But I seen somebody say that they like Terrifier, right? Yeah, Terrifier's not a bad movie. My favorite tag teams, both of them, are the Dudleys and the Legion of Doom. What the Sigma? And is it your birthday, Stu? Well, first things first. Everybody, please, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. You went scrolling around finding your forever stream. You found it. It's your boy, TDKV. Yeah! Thank you, Stu. CM Punk Chicago home entrance. Yeah, that probably was fire. Anytime he's in Chicago, it's always awesome. It's hot over there, especially in this room. It's what's up, All Star? But Stu, you said it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Stu. Happy birthday to you. Do I like the Nexus? Yeah, I like the Nexus. Bras in my city this Monday coming. That's awesome, All-Star. It's always cool going to live events. Do I play any WWE 2K games? I have 2K23 for the Xbox, but I never really play it, though. But you... Knight, how you doing, brother? My glasses just... cannot stay clean tonight. Stuff happens when you work in a dirty old mill. I don't have 2K24. Logan Paul and New Age roster. Honestly, like him or hate him, Logan Paul got a knack for the business. He's a natural good heel, and he's just a good athlete in general. And if he sticks with it and takes it serious, he could be the future of the business. Guess who's back? Shady's back. What's up, Eminem? How you doing, brother? 500. I mean, D'Angelo, if you really want to, I'll take 600. What's up, Glitch? The Glitch. Is that your wrestling moniker? All hail the Glitch. And don't you worry, All-Star. I'll save you a big old gulp. Nice, crisp and Mountain Dew. But everybody, though, the topic's supposed to be about movies, so what's your favorite sequels of all time? Do you think Solo is going to beat Cody at SummerSlam since they might have a match? Honestly, I do not see that happening. Solo to me is not a... He shouldn't be a tribal chief. And the fact that he got to just claim that like that... Nah. I haven't been vibing with that at all. My favorite sequel would have to be Outlander. Okay. See, my personal favorite sequels of all time are either The Dark Knight, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, or Empire Strikes Back. There's quite a few of them. I even, like, people like to hate on Halloween 2, but that's probably... Let me think about this before I say it. I mean, Halloween 2 might be my favorite horror sequel of all time. Are we going to ignore that when a wasp flew? Did that happen, Eminem? I don't remember that. Man, Shady's a wrestling fan too? That's cool. It's everything about to pop open the cool mango Arizona drink. Dude, it's been so humid over here, Galvez, and your boy got to work in this. It ain't right. It was Gunther's match. I'll have to go back and watch that, since that happened during Gunther's match. But everybody who's watching right now, if you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. Right now, topics is like general movies, and also we got a lot of wrestling fans in here. You know, stream's all about good vibes and good times. We don't have to talk about just one thing, and that's why I don't have like a niche. Hey, just vibe in here. So vibe with your boy. Come say something. Say something. Let me tell you something. And how's the voting going so far for the pool? Damn, No Way Out is winning. I'm glad at least one person, because I was hoping that ECW One Night Stand would have won. That's probably... I'd put the first ECW One Night Stand in my top 5 favorite pay-per-views of all time. Hands down. Hands down. And everybody who's watching, please. There's 7 likes only on the stream. All you gotta do is go right up there, hit the button that looks like the thumbs up. Oh, yeah. Have you seen Night Swim? You know what, actually? That doesn't ring a bell, but that's why we got Google. Night Swim. It's an Amazon movie. Oh, I definitely haven't seen that if that came out in 2024. I bet she was there, Eminem. Right. You see, okay, Wyatt Russell is in that. He's a good actor. He was in the Godzilla show, Monsterverse. That was pretty good. My favorite match from WrestleMania 40. So, and I was there, so you know, I got to see that ish live. Seeing it live, I mean, the main event from night 2 was obviously awesome. Then there was the ladder match was pretty cool. The tag team match, that was pretty cool seeing those spots live. I've never seen a ladder match live. And what else was there? The Rhea match was good. Eminem. I definitely thought that he was returning then. That was that would have been cool. What's he called in AEW? John Moxley. But you know what, everybody? Start giving me some movies to watch. Like I haven't seen any. The newest horror movie I seen was Terrifier 2, which I actually thought was pretty decent for what it is. You know, those are pretty gory movies, and Happy Gilmore. What? I mean, you know what? I'll take any insult from Happy Gilmore because I'll be afraid that you'll whoop my ass if I say something. It's always nice to see Adam Sandler in here. And Happy Gilmore is either that or Waterboy are my two favorite Adam Sandler movies. So, W's for Happy Gilmore in chat. Eminem. Hold on, do I have that figure up here? I do not. Eminem, the first two Terminator movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. I love it. The second one I think is better, but I love the first one too. But Terminator all day. I've always been a Arnold guy. Have you seen Willy's Wonderland? Does not ring a bell, but sometimes I've seen a movie. 2021, Nick Cage. I definitely have not seen that. I haven't seen a Nick Cage movie. I don't know. I can't tell you how long. Blood in, blood out. Blood in, blood. 1993. I don't even the only person I recognize from it's Tito from Breaking Bad. The one thing I liked is when John Connor's mom. Yeah, of course I know what they did. Did you know that Bad Blood is coming? Yes, I did know that. I have a feeling that a lot of those rivals are going to end up Commando. I haven't in a very long time, but I have seen it, though. I'll just say, I mean, we all know. Or everybody who's seen that all knows. No spoilers. You did not get a GTA 6 copy today. And everybody, if you haven't yet, please. There's 37 of you watching. All you gotta do is go right up there, hit the three little dots, hit the thumbs up button for your boy. Please. I want to see Cody versus Seth at Bad Blood. I don't see that happening. I see there being a turnout with it being Seth versus Drew versus Punk. I see that happening. $259. Did you just get like a modded version of GTA 5 then? Ain't no way you got GTA 6. They're probably not even done making it yet. Let's see. Horror movies 2024. Yes, apparently Longlegs is supposed to be good. I haven't seen that new Quiet Place movie. There's the Maxine and Violent Nature. First Omen. That seems interesting. Bloodline Killer. I didn't even know half of these existed. Cinderella's Revenge. Okay, so there has been a decent amount of new horror movies this year. I've been off my game on watching new horror. Like I said, the newest one I've seen is Terrifier 2. So, once again, I thought that was cool. Play PS2. You about to play that San Andreas. I like San Andreas. That and GTA 5 and Vice City. I'll put them all three as a tie. I have not. My kid and wife have seen it. Hey, babe. What do you think of the Five Nights at Freddy movie? Eh. My wife doesn't like it. Do you think that John Moxley and Roman are going to come back for WrestleMania 41? Honestly, I don't see John Moxley ever coming back. The way he mouthed off. I mean, I say that now, but because CM Punk got to come back, but I don't see John Moxley coming back. And if it does, I think that will look bad for him. But like I say, crazier things have happened because CM Punk came back. So there's that. But no, I have not seen the Five Nights at Freddy movie. My wife didn't think it was good. My kid probably thought it was good. The new Mad Max movie. I need to see that. Actually, I wonder when that's coming out too. Because I think that's going to come out on Furiosa. There we go. I think that's coming out on DVD relatively soon. Oh, it is. When's it coming on streaming? Is it on Max? No. When's that coming to streaming services? My favorite sequel would have to be Outlander. I think your wife would love it too. Yeah, I've seen Outlander before. Hey, babe.
What?
Have you ever seen Outlander?
I don't think.
Okay. Nadine mentioned that you might like it. So wait, is Furiosa not coming to any streaming? I would think that it was coming to at least Cinemax or HBO Max. It'll probably be a little bit while. What is your favorite faction in WWE or AEW? Right now? Not really any of them. I'm not really a fan of any of them. Of all time, my favorite faction is the NWO. But also, like, I mean, the Four Horsemen was legendary. But like, I was never really that big on factions. Oh, I also like the Ministry of Darkness. Okay, there's another one. But factions tend to ruin. I don't want to say ruin wrestling, but like, makes it a little bit less interesting. Too many guys on the same team. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that thumbs up button. There's 39 people watching and only 10 likes. Please. Oh. But yeah, I really want to see that Furiosa movie. We had my kid, and I didn't want to go see it without her. So I haven't seen it yet. So I'm waiting for that. I really want to go see that new Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I'm 100% going to see that, whether I got to go by myself or not. Well, like seeing Hugh Jackman finally in the yellow suit, that's going to be legendary. It's good. I'd imagine so. Because, I mean, here, wait, let me look something up real quick. Here. Fury. Because if I remember correctly, I think What's-His-Face came back for it. Yeah, George Miller came back for it. I trust George Miller with my life, basically. Punk screwed Drew. He did multiple times, and I'm here for it. Memes, how you doing? I seen the first comment on the stream. Thank you. Culture, are you a Drew fan or a Punk fan? If I had to make a guess, I'd say you're a Drew fan, but I've never had nothing against Drew McIntyre, but he's never been one of my favorites by any means. I'm really happy for him though that he left WWE, made a name for himself, and then came back, and I'm probably more of a Drew fan. I could see, and that's the way I am, except only you flip it, because I can appreciate Drew because he literally was treated like crap his first run here in the WWE, went to the indie scene, got jacked, made a name for himself, and then he came back and he carried the company through COVID. So, I'm here for it. Oh, WrestleMania 21 and No Way Out are tied right now. Oh yeah. Like I said, I haven't said it yet, but vote down below in the poll. Tomorrow we're doing a watch along. Whichever pay-per-view wins tonight will be what we do the watch along for tomorrow. Because every Wednesday is Wrestling Wednesday, where we watch an old pay-per-view back. That's what we call it, like a little watch party. What do you think about? That was my favorite and really only part of the pay-per-view that I liked in general. Tiffany Stratton, she's the future of the business, and the moment she wins the title, that's going to be good for business, I think. Oh, yeah. I'm all for that. It's Tiffy time. Oh, yeah. Dig it. Chelsea Green was my second pick for who would have won if Tiffany wasn't going to win it. Because Chelsea, what I like about Chelsea Green is that she's really, really good at playing her character. She's like a method actor almost. And I actually read a comment about her saying that like she wanted to be like the next, like the woman version of Miz. And I could see that. Bring back the Diva title. She would get. Yeah, she did want it. Yeah, that one with the butterfly on it. You see, that's the type of heat that we're like missing. Like I don't know, like since the Paul Levesque or the Triple H era has began, I haven't really been that much of a fan of what's been going on. Like Cody's reign has been meh. The bloodline. I mean, it's cool that they're adding like all the brothers and everything, but I think without Roman, it's really like. And I've been saying this since day one. I don't get what's so appealing about Solo Sikoa. He's not, in my opinion, tribal chief worthiness. Muhammad, how you doing? That's just my 2 cents, though. Because he to me seems like a less interesting, worse version of Umaga, which I know that they're related, but I don't see the appeal. Muhammad, I mean, and so the stream does say horror movies and stuff. We've kind of talked about that, but the chat's been really, really, really all about wrestling, which, again, the whole stream's always about good vibes here and good times. So we could talk about anything. Solo is cool, but what he did to the... Exactly All-Star. I was honestly surprised that we didn't see Roman come back at Money in the Bank. So that's just me. I'll wait for the Roman return. The Iron Claw movie. I just seen that last week, dude. And I'll say it like this. I was not well versed in the knowledge of what happened to the Von Erichs before watching that movie. Ooh, that's such a gut wrencher. That's such a sad movie in so many different levels. Like I felt bad for Kevin Von Erich never winning the I felt bad for all those kids because they were basically raised to accomplish their daddy's dream, and parent like that, I don't know, that should not exist. 2030. The Miz is retired. Goldberg returning. Please no. Goldberg's one of my favorites of all time, but by own means do I want Goldberg coming back. If anything, he should come back now for a retirement match. That's just my opinion. I would like to see him go out one good match. It's just, can he put on a good match? Probably not. Probably a Bloodline War Games. I see that, and then I see The Rock coming out and like disrupting it or something like that, and then That's gonna start a Roman and Rock match that we should have gotten at WrestleMania last year. The Von Erich stuff is really sad. They were, oh, they for sure were, and their dad didn't give a crap about them. We all thought Roman would be reigning. I honestly, the way it was going, I thought that he was going to too. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't. So far, okay. WCW started to get some more views or some more likes. If we don't do if we don't do the ECW One Night Stand tomorrow, I might do that next week. The Miz versus MJF. Yeah, I mean they basically do look alike. I could see that. I don't really know much about AEW outside of like a few of their bit like MJF and everything. Because like I really only paid attention to it somewhat during CM Punk being there. But oh yeah. I'm trying to think. Are there any wrestling movies coming out? Since we're trying to stick on the topic of movies. Here, I'll type in upcoming wrestling movies. I know the Iron Claw came out last year. What's up, Vici? How you doing, my brother? Okay, that gave me to Matt Wrestling website, which I want nothing for. No? Like, I mean, wrestling's not really a big topic for like movies to be made for. I think that they should make a movie about. I mean, there's a lot you can make a movie about, like Ric Flair's journey. Well, that's good, Vici. And Vici, I know tomorrow's your first day of your new job. I hope you do good. Good luck. And everybody, tell my boy Vici good luck. Ready to rumble. Oh, that's a classic. Wrestling's not fake. But that brings back bad memories because that was like basically part of the downfall of WCW. I think if Drew gets a title shot at Bad Blood against Damon, we go fishing. RVD. Rob Van Dam, the Van Daminator. But RVD's in my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time. RVD 420 says, I just smoked your ass. Punk is going to show up. Honestly, I'm surprised that he hasn't recovered yet. I'm trying to think of what his recovery time was supposed to be, but like, I'd think that he'd be ready by now, but it is what it is. Whoa, yeah. I watched his biography last night. It was great. Oh, wait, there's a Rob Van Dam biography? That's something I'd watch. Was that a A&E one? Who is RVD? Or I don't know what you're asking there, Isaiah. I remember one time I went to see RVD and he looked at the crowd and I swear it felt like he was staring at me. It'd be like that sometimes. Behind the ring, okay. Everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. One of a kind. Hey. I liked his theme song from what was it called too? You hit 615 night. Look at you, dude. You're skyrocketing. You'll get there in no time, don't you worry. My top 5 favorite wrestlers, Isaiah. See, that's tough. My top 3 favorites of all time are Sting, Undertaker, and Kane. Undertaker and Sting being my 2 favorites. Uh, I really liked Goldberg growing up. And hmm, I don't know beyond that. It's like kind of rough because there's a lot that I could like fit in there. You got to see Sting's last match meme. That's awesome. You got to see Darby Allin go through the glass. Tales told in the dark. How you doing, my bro? Tales, you seem like a horror fan. Cause we've kind of been getting a little bit off topic, but it's all good. Like I said, it's a good vibe here. But Tales told in the dark. What are your? Tell me some of your favorite horror movies of all time, or like scary movies. Do I like Sting? Yes, I do like Sting. I actually met Sting before. Let me see, actually, if I no, because it's gonna show up weird. If you're in the Discord, I'll be able to show everybody, show you. But I yep, I met him. It would have been 8 years ago now, a little bit over 8 years ago. I got him to throw up the Wolfpack too, because my first ever wrestling action figure that I can remember was the red and black Sting. I'm at 1.92Ks. Try to get to 2K. Oh, dude, that is super lucky, dude. I just got to 1K on Sunday. So, congrats, my dude. I'm guessing that your channel would be about fishing? He one of my favorite wrestlers ever. The last match was the bomb. Dude, and you see, you know what kills me? That they had the opportunity to have Sting versus Undertaker, and they didn't do it. Thank you, We Go Fishing. But that's always been my dream match, watching those two go. Do I like Austin? Stone Cold? I have a lot of respect for Stone Cold. He was never one of my favorites, but you know, it is what it is. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe, and please, everybody, hit that thumbs up button. My first pair of Galvez. Not only that fishing, but it does help the watch time too. But I also that's what my channel mainly is just streaming, because I get like a connection with everybody. So you know, I feel like all 1,000 of my subscribers I've at least had some type of connection with, and at least like some type of interaction with, for the most part. 40 or 30 subs. And you know what, guys who are like saying they only got so many subs, you keep the grind up, you bust your butt, and you work hard, you do get there. Because I work 10 hours a day at my daytime job, and then I come home and do this. Hard work pays off. You just got to keep, you got to want it, and then you keep going for it. Randy Orton was never one of my favorites, but I never hated him. Ah. Scared to watch. In a violent nature. What? Is that a movie? It's on Apple TV. What's this about? Canadian slasher film. Oh, okay. Oh, the mask for that dude looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the Zodiac a little bit. Yes, I love horror movies too. I mean, I grew up on the Halloween, Friday the 13th movies. What's up, boy? How you doing? Who's my favorite superhero? Batman. Got that tattoo when I was 16 years old. Oh, yeah. How are you on? I'm at 3,000. A little bit over at this point. But about like 3,000. And I've gotten most of that from the last like 2.5, 3 months. Maniac Cop and Chopping Mall. I've never seen Maniac Cop before. Hellraiser wasn't a bad movie. It's a shame the potential that those characters had and everything, and then what ended up it becoming. The first two movies were decent. Like, the first one was good, really good. Second one was decent, and then after that, they just got, like, what are you even trying to make here? The old blood. I see that being a thing meme. Vici, you have a good one, and like I said, good luck on your first day. You got him, killer. You got the job. They wanted you. They wanted you. You got this. You know what? Since you don't get to see the end, Vici, you're kind, you're smart, and you're capable. Don't you fucking forget that. You'll kill him. How long do I usually go live for? It really depends. There's a lot that it depends on. Like, if I gotta get up really early the next morning, I usually only do for about 2 hours or so. But usually, like, it varies between 2 to 3 hours, sometimes 4. Like Wednesdays, whenever we do the pay-per-view watch-alongs, like a WrestleMania will be 4 hours, so we'll go the whole 4 hours. Yeah. Yep. I was to say, I actually just applied for that was like kind of like some of the big news. Everybody in the Discord would have seen, but this morning I actually applied for AdSense this morning, so hopefully it goes good. Did you see what Gunther said to Damien on Raw? I did not, meme. Did you know that Roman Reigns died? Yeah, I did see that. That is sad. He he's a legend in the business, and he's pretty old though. So he got to live a good life, and at least he got to see at least he got to see Roman reign champion for a good long time. Yeah, I'm hoping, boy, hoping and praying. Well, fishing, I don't. So usually, whenever I'm doing the wrestling streams, because that would 100% be an issue. But what I do is have all the music playing through my headset, and I watch it. And then everybody else, like, kind of like, it's called like a watch party, where everybody else, like, who has access to it watches along with us. And it's a little... I'm trying to find a way around that. Like, I'm thinking about once I do get monetized, if I do, to get in the Nitro Discord, so that way I could post the video of that in there, and then. But I'm still figuring out the quips of that. But no, I don't actually show any of the footage or any of the music or like none of the sound from it or anything. It's just kind of like I'll give a timestamp update, like I'll be like, hey, I'm at 50 minutes, so that way everybody like who's watching along can keep along. Because yeah, I live in fear of the copyright. Gunther was talking about how Damien was living in the stream. Oh, is that so meme? There's a bill on Capitol Hill waiting to become oh boy. Out here with the what was that cartoon called? I forget what that cartoon was called. Look at that. It's starting to get a little bit more evenly dispersed between everybody. No Way Out 2005 still in the lead, though. Very interesting. Schoolhouse Rock. There you go. I couldn't think of it. Conjunction, junction. What's your function? But oh, have I said yet that I'm very interested in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? Because I cannot wait for that. Pig Pen, what up? What up? How we do? What it do? What it does? What it isn't? What it is? That's another thing I'm very excited about. So Thursday. So a plan for the Thursday stream. Usually I do my cooking ones. What I'm doing for Thursday is I'm going to be doing a little bit of I want to ask ahead of time. Hopefully they allow me, but I'm going to be at GameStop for when they close, because whenever College Football 25 comes out, they said that if you're there when they close, they will allow you to get the pre-order. So, oh yeah. And so when you hit 3K watch time, you'll be eligible for. Nope, that's it. We go fishing. But whenever you apply for that, you still have to go through AdSense, I guess, because I'm basically going through the whole ringer that regular 4K watch time goes through, to where you set up AdSense, they approve it, and right now my channel is under review right now to see if I get approved. So we go from there. Did you know that Roman Reigns dead? Yeah, we talked about that, D'Angelo. He was a legend in the business, and R.I.P. I forget what his name is. He had that funky eye. None of those dudes I'd mess with, especially the Wild Samoans. No, thank you. Oh, you good? You good, brother? Oh, yes, good. What? Did you win the lottery?
In my game, sorry.
Don't be saying that out loud like that.
Sorry.
I thought that we just got rich.
No, I won $6 million in my game.
Oh, is that so, boy?
$6 million in my bank account in my game. Wow.
So AdSense is what you get whenever that's how YouTube pays you. And I don't know exactly what they are, but like that's like what you get paid through, and I think they like keep track and everything like that, like because like normally when you're fully monetized you get paid per ad, but I don't know the whole ins and outs of it. But it's like if you go in your YouTube Studio app, you'll be able to see. I saw you did a DDP review. I still got the figure right here. The master of the diamond cutter. Yo, it's me, it's DDP. He's in my top 10 of all time, for surely. Frozen Clown, let's go! Oh, yeah. I appreciate that, brother. I really do.
What kind of sound was that?
No, my whole philosophy with life is do whatever makes you happy. Just as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're taking care of business, go ahead. Play with them action figures. Do whatever you want to do. Like I said, and you're probably sitting there thinking, this dude's a loser. You're how old and you play? I'm married. I have a kid. We have a mortgage and a house. I work about 60 hours a week. And at the end of the day, whenever I come home, if I decide I'm going to play some Pokemon, collect some figures, play with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, why not? Still hoping for the 06 Rumble. Let's go, brother. The 06? You know what, Frozen? You know what? You'll have to give me a reminder. And I wish Vici was still here. I think Nadine, are you here right now? I don't know. And if you are Nadine, I don't know if you would be able to, but would you be able to put a link in the Discord for everybody? Because Frozen Cloud, we have a Discord. And this could be for anybody to join too. Just as long as you're over 18. Because we had a little not incident, but just like, had a kid join, and then like every time somebody swore, his phone rang, or like whatever. The Dean, would you or do you know how to like send a link for the Discord in the chat? And if so, would you be able to for me? So that way, Frozen Clown could join if he wants to. Because I do remember you telling me about the '06 Rumble. I just totally forgot all about it whenever I did the voting for that, because I love watching a good Royal Rumble. Ray running a Rumble at second entrance. My man. And Nadine, thank you. And if you can't, you're all good. Once I get my PC, I'll be able to do that stuff. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forgot the... Actually, no, I didn't forget. Wait, let me see if I could do that, actually. Am I still logged in? That is the question. Oh, okay, hold on. Nadine, you all good. Invite people. Copy. Got my headphones plugged in so I don't have to hear myself. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Ten was in the middle. So we got that, paste that, and then there we go. Frozen Clown. There is a link to my Discord. And that's for everybody who wants to join. We are, I think, a pretty chill community. My whole stream and my niche is just creating a space for good times and good vibes. So if you're all about that, join the Discord. And also, if you're new, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. Every stream's a little bit unique. I'm not like some of them streamers where, like, I stream Fortnite every day, or like I do this every day. It's a new bag of chips every day here. I don't know why I said new bag of chips, but you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. Dude, no way for real. Dude, no way for real. Oh, yeah. It is for real. And now I'll actually be able to, like, if people were talking in the Discord during this, I'll be able to actually look at everything. But, yeah, so like I said, please. Like I said, it's good vibes, good times. I'm live every day. And the days that I'm not live, I update the community, I update the Discord. So I try being as consistent as can be. That's my big thing right now. Because currently we're saving for a computer, because what you're seeing right now is off of a phone. I do everything off of a phone. I record off a phone, edit off a phone, stream off a phone. So, I might be technology. I have a technology disadvantage, but shit, ain't stopping me. Ain't no stopping me now. Oh, you know what, boy? You posted a meme in the Discord that just reminded me of a sequel that's coming up. Beetlejuice 2. what do I think of it? I honestly hopeful it's going to be good, but I'm going to go into it with low expectations. What time is my stream tomorrow? Isaiah, every day. Frozen Clown just joined. Oh yeah. Isaiah, every stream, unless I say so otherwise, and that's another thing too if you're just joining. I always, at least the morning of, post a stream like ahead of time so that way you can see what time it starts and what the topic is. But every day we start at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you can always count on that. Like, that would be basically you go back an hour from whatever time it is for you now. So, like, it's 7 o'clock for me now. So, you know, you go back an hour to whatever it is for you. That's what time I start every day. And like I said, I'm consistent. I'm live every day. So Mondays are music reaction Mondays, where you, the chat, recommend me songs to listen to. D'Angelo, you have a good one. And thank you. Thank you for joining. But Mondays are music reaction Mondays. Tuesdays, I just started this whole horror movie talk, and it kind of seems to always go off on the deep end, and we don't talk about horror movies. So I've been thinking about changing that up. Wednesdays is always wrestling days. Thursdays is typically cooking days, but that's probably going to change here soon too. We'll see. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we kind of just chill and vibe. Friday, though, last Friday, I think I had a pretty successful stream because I did a ghost hunting stream. That was pretty fun. So it's 4 there, so it would be 3 o'clock for you then. Like I said, if you look up 6 p.m. Eastern time and then compare it to your time, that's what time I always start, Isaiah. Like I said, you'll start getting used to it because I start every day at the exact same time. D'Angelo, you have a good one, and happy birthday, by the way, again. Here for the OS. All right, I see you in here, Frozen Clown. So, oh yeah. What? I think Toby's home. My kid's home. Yep, Frozen Clown, I seen you joined. All you gotta do is just give me like a reminder, like closer to next Wednesday, and I'll do 06 Rumble for you. Okay, I'm always taking recommendations. I think that's gonna be my last recommendation because just as long as everything goes good and I get approved for everything, I'm gonna have we'll talk about that later. Actually, I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. But, oh yeah, oh boy, dude. Scary Movie was one of my favorite movies growing up. That scene with Ghostface, what's up? Love that. Greatest parody movie of all time, in my opinion. I also liked Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. That's a classic. But that was just like pure stupidity. And little did you know fact, that came out before Scary Movie. So, because everybody always says that was like, you know, Scary Movie was like the first of its kind. Shriek If You Know What I Did was actually *1, or came out first. Oh boy, you'd love that. Because like I said, it's very stupid, but it's not, I mean, Scary Movie's stupid too, but Shriek If You Know What I Did is, you can't take that serious at all. I'll swing by. Gotta tend to the animals, definitely. What's up, Jay? And Frozen, you have a good one, my man. Tend to those animals. I got a husky and a cat, so I know all about the animal life. Jay, how you doing there, my dude? Thank you for stopping by again. I appreciate that. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We live every day. Good vibes here, good times. You came scrolling through here probably off the shorts, looking for your forever streamer, looking for your it's somebody that you need. Here I am. Oh, yeah. Dig it. But, Jay, since you're just hopping in, what's your favorite horror movie of all time? Or give me a couple that you like. Doesn't have to be your absolute favorite, but give me a few that you like. For everybody, my few favorites are the first Halloween. I like Friday the 13th Part 3. I like probably Scream's up there. I mean, this one's very not serious at all, but I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a classic to me. Love that movie. Love its cheesiness. I like those like B horror bad movies. Blair Witch. Yeah, Blair Witch was good. Blair Witch was good. Like I like movies that like give you that like sense of like realism. Like Cloverfield. Cloverfield is a really good movie. Oh, I never even heard of that movie before. Hold on. Inside Man? 2006. Willem Dafoe's in this. Denzel Washington? Kim director? That has a star-studded cast. How have I never seen this before? A bank robber, a hostage negotiator, and a broker get involved in complex heist. Oh, and Spike Lee directed that. That might have to be a movie I watch. Oh, Jay, I love Evil Dead. Yes! Everybody say it. L.A. Night. Yeah! I definitely am all for that. And yes, Jay, you said Ash and the Evil Dead. I love all of Evil Dead. I love the Ash versus Evil Dead. I loved my favorite, and that's another one of my favorite horror movies, Evil Dead 2. That's such a classic. You all good?
Talk to my dad. He's been busy. He's in Vegas for work. That's why he hasn't been able to really talk much. But Friday, he said, let him know what time, but he'll come and pick up me and Toby, so I don't have to drive home from his house when we come back.
Okay.
Stop. So he'll pick us up. We'll stay there Friday. We'll go super early Saturday, which is what I figured. And then when we come home, he'll drop us off.
Cool.
So you have some time.
You want to say hi to everybody?
What? Ozzy said, this is my show. Get out of here.
Everybody say hi to my animal and my kid.
Come on, Bubba.
Is this the pose of our night?
No, he goes L.A. Night. Yeah!
No,
he,
come on.
He doesn't really pose.
Come on.
I love you.
You need to
Was karate fun?
You're stinky. Yeah. You're stinky and gross.
He's a black belt.
No, he's not. I am not a black belt. I'm still a white belt. I'm moving on to a yellow belt.
I'll have to show you my karate belts in the basement. I made it all the way to a red belt.
What's up, Ivan? How you doing?
I don't think I got any blue stripes in my belt.
Well, they're doing a red belt test.
See, when I had my white belt, I had to get yellow stripes.
Don't lock him in here with me.
I'm not locking him in. I was just closing a little bit.
You don't. No. It's so hot in here.
Get yellow stripes on my belt.
Oh, she locked me.
I didn't even lock it.
It's a madhouse.
Oh man, we gotta dusty.
A what?
Dusty. Cobwebs.
Oh. You're scaring me.
No, I'm just saying we got a dusty. There's cobwebs in the corners. Why?
You were like scaring me. Like I thought there was like a crack in there or something.
No, I said dusty.
Yeah. Here, come up and talk to me. Talk to me. Don't bark at me like that. Then I'll come talk to me. Dog's funny. Where am I at? I'm home right now. Can you put the Discord link real quick, please? D'Angelo? I can. Invite people. And everybody saying T, D, K, V. Yeah.
Okay, so karate that I did went white, yellow, green, orange, red.
Nim, you've been here many a times, my man.
You had to get stripes on your belt. So they took it was like colored tape. So our white belt, we had to get 2 yellow stripes.
You cat.
To get our yellow belt. And then when we got our yellow belt, we had
My
to get
kitty cat. And he's just like looking around like, what are you doing? Say hi.
one right under the black belt.
Say
the
hi.
red belt. You had to
No.
get 2 blue stripes on your red belt before you could get your white belt.
I'm sorry there, Nim. Yeah, we've had quite a few conversations. Isaiah, my cat's name is Binks. B-I-N-X. Named him after Binks from Hocus Pocus. You back away from my cat. Like, what is you doing, dog? Oh, the cat's like purring at my feet now. Angelo, you have a good one, my man. Yep, I just seen you. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the community. All right. Nope.
This child.
Dog is like trying to nip at the cat. I never liked American Horror Story. I tried watching season 1, Zorro, and wasn't for me. And I hope all's been good, Zorro. Some of the old stuff was good. Oh, okay. So you were the one who. So you initially asked American Horror Story. You see, I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of season 1, and I was just like, yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. Do I play Fortnite? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where like I have a love-hate for it. I'm either screaming at the TV, hating it, or I'm loving it. But yeah, I play Fortnite. Come this Thursday, though, I'm going to be addicted to College Football 25. That will be my entire life, basically. Cannot wait. I've been waiting for a new college football game for 11 years. For 11 years. Last time they came out with one, I wasn't even legal to drink yet. So, yeah. Thursday's stream is going to be a GameStop stream. Either it will be just me camping out in the parking lot, or it will be, like it'll be me camping in the parking lot and getting it in store. I love all the Evil Dead movies, but some of my favorites, underrated ones, are Skinner starring. Hobo with a Shotgun is awesome. I've only seen it once. I can't really I can't remember like much info. I couldn't remember, like I couldn't describe it, like, or like I don't remember details, but I just remember watching that the entire time, just going yes, yes. So yes, Hobo and Shotgun, I definitely give a thumbs up. Skinner though, I've definitely heard that movie. I just cannot put a. Usually when I think of movies, I think of like their picture or whatever. 1995. Ted Raimi. No, I've actually never seen that before. And usually 90s horror movies I'm pretty good with. Skinner. So what's this about? Let me see if I get a man roams the streets at night with a bag of knives looking for hapless. Oh. That sounds very interesting. How have I never seen that before? Is this available to stream anywhere? It's on Crackle. Oh, it's like on a whole bunch of the free ones. Have you ever seen the movie Skinner? So it came out in 1993. It's about a dude who walks around with knives who skins people while one of his victims stalks him.
That sounds neat.
Right? I don't know how I've never seen that before.
My belt.
WJ, you just gave me a new movie to watch. Chicago Kid. How you been, my dude? I have not. I can't remember if you've been in any of the last few ones. Because last time I remember specifically talking to you, it was what's it called? Like I think your car broke down, and you were like waiting for your friend to come get you. Which no, because I remember you confirming with us that everything was all good, but you found Joker on YouTube. The Joker. But I hope all is good, my dude. I hope all is good. You hate Zorro Nimber. Why? Zorro's good vibes. The Zorro, it was good vibes. Skinner might be my next horror movie I watch. Because I got Crackle, I think. I mean, it's free anyway. I could just download it. But, yeah. WJ, thank you. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. You don't want to miss it. You came scrolling through because everybody has that one streamer that they watch. You just came upon your new one. Like I said, we're live every day, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Every stream's a little bit different. A little bit of a taste. I'm not like one of those dudes that streams Fortnite every day. I don't stream this every day. I'm not this niche. We vibe here. That's what the niche is. Eli Drake. Oh, I forgot that was his name beforehand there, Jay. That was his TNA run. See, LA Knight, AJ Styles. I mean, really, those are the only two that I could say I really like that's still wrestling.
I want to get one of these things for him.
Okay.
Because I'm only missing 2 or 3 blue stripes on this belt and then my black belt. So I was three tests away from being a black belt, and I was 8 years old.
And yet you still won.
Ozzy. This is my early childhood, and I don't remember any of it.
It'd be like that. I love you.
I love you.
$24 likes. Oh yeah.
24. Where's 25? I'll show my karate belts.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I was gonna say.
No, sir. Karate belts.
If I remember correctly, I think Nim is actually Hugh Jazz. I could be wrong though.
Ugh,
They're
they
Zorro.
smell.
Oh,
They
yeah.
smell old.
Well, yeah, they're cloth and.
This
Yeah.
white belt is over 25 years old.
Dog, you get out of there. That's my leftover Taco Bell.
You have leftovers?
Yeah, I still got my 5-bean burrito and my 5-layer. Wow.
I ate the whole box.
Well, I didn't want to go completely pig out on the stream. Yes, we had Taco Bell at the beginning of the stream, everybody.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Should you get 25 yet?
No, we got 23 now. That's why you don't acknowledge it. It's like pitching a no-no. The moment you start acknowledging it, it's a no-hitter. Now she's chasing around the dog. She's going to get him all wound up, and then she's just going to leave me with him.
I want to get one for Toby.
Okay.
I need new elastic. My red belt's falling out. Ooh, look at that. My red belt's falling apart.
Yeah, they're old.
Well, no, the other ones aren't, and this one's the youngest of all of them.
Well, then it's the cheapest of all of them.
Apparently. Look how tiny this white belt is, though, like compared to his.
Stop.
It's so small. He said he's getting ready to get his yellow belt already.
Well, he's probably just being asked his next belt. Meme, what happened to the Viking Raiders? I don't know.
Considering I did that in like 4.5 years, wouldn't be surprised.
Well, WJ, I don't. So, my wrestling content I do is like older wrestling, but like, I like. So like here, you know what? Everybody who's new, I'll give you a little bit of taste of like stuff I like because here, I'm a nerd. I collect action figures. I love Power Rangers. I love wrestling. My passion for action figures is Godzilla. I don't talk about Godzilla nearly enough. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Star Wars, Batman. Like my passion like my passion hobby is collecting comics. Love comics. There's a whole bunch of stuff I love, and that's why like whenever making the channel, I don't have one specific niche. Beginning of every single one of my videos, when I say, "You get out of here! You're not eating my Taco Bell." And what I say at the beginning of every single one of my videos is, "Holler if you hear me, my freaks and geeks." That's not calling anybody a freak or a geek. That's just, we all freaks and geeks, some way or another. This is like I said, I create a good vibe, good space, positive space for everybody. So whether you like anime, whatever, come talk about it. Let me hear ya. The Viking Raiders. I still think of them as what was their Machine? I forgot what their name was before they went to NXT. Or more, no, they were in NXT, and the Viking Raiders, I think, is one of the stupidest names ever for the tag team. That's just me, though. I love all Ego and his toy hunts with. Oh, that's right. I forgot that there's a couple of the AEW guys that do toy hunts. I've thought about doing that. My whole thing, especially in my area, toy hunting is just War Machine. There we go. I couldn't think of it. You see, why did they change that? War Machine just sounds so much more badass. And that fits him so much better, I think. But just going out and trying to like find stuff in the wild anymore is just not like half the time like all the scalpers buy it all out and it's not, and you'll never see it, or you go to like a FYE or a comic book store or whatever and they mark it up by like 50% and you're just like, yeah, this isn't cool. But so like I mainly buy off a Big Bad Toy Store and online stores and stuff like that. I've also dimmed down on my collecting as of late. Like aside from Godzilla and Mezco 112, like I got a Batman figure coming in. No, dude, it's just it's like for real disrespectful anymore trying to find anything in the wild. That's why I either I get lucky whenever I do, and I usually find stuff that I'm not looking for. But yeah, like especially wrestling figures and like my Walmart never has them stocked. Uh like the Godzilla figures I collect, they don't sell in store, so I don't ever have a chance of ever finding them. So I just, like I said, I just get offline about 100% of the time. Get away from my food! I just fed you too. Like, no! That's my 5-layer bean burrito. I'll put you in the burrito and eat you. See, how can I get mad at you? You're so cute. My dog's so cute, everybody. But, yeah, dude, like, action figures, comics, nerdy stuff, that's all me. I have no, but yeah, and WJ, like I said, it came out in 1990. I told her it came out in 1993. But Skinner might be, it's definitely on my queue for next movie I'm watching, 100%. I've already had surgery for an injury. Okay, they're Chicago Kid. See, that's the thing with my wrestling. I watch the pay-per-views every month because I have Peacock. But beyond that, like, I might keep up with what's going on What Culture. But
Okay, when you're all rinsed off, turn the water off, dry yourself off, and get out.
But I watch older stuff. I collect Hot Wheels, Pops, and Magic the Gathering. You see, I've played Yu-Gi-Oh all my life.
My brother plays Magic.
And I was gonna say, I had an uncle that played Magic. I had nothing against Magic, but it's just being so deep into one card game. These card games are too expensive to be collecting multiples. What?
My brother got his Magic cards from your uncle.
Yeah, he did.
Which was so funny.
Stop.
That was before we met, wasn't it?
Yeah, your uncle, or my uncle knew your brother probably for years.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's honestly the way those communities work. Like,
but that's crazy that, like, your uncle, my brother, and now...
In Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, like, those communities are so small that, like, everybody who plays runs into each other at least once or whatever.
But I just find, like, the familial connections...
I guess.
Is what I find, like... It's a small world.
Yeah, it is. I love you.
I love you. Ew, cooties! Ow, Ozzy!
That's right, Ozzy, get her! If you had a P.O. box, I got some cool stuff to gift you. I don't. I was thinking about that. You don't gotta do that, though, Chicago Kid. Hey! Because I was even thinking about, because...
Oswald! Come on.
You in here all jacking him up and everything, getting him all wound up.
I'm doing other things.
I do appreciate that there, Chicago Kid. But as of right now, I don't have a P.O. box. But if I do get one at a later date, I mean, if you really want to do that, I'd be very much obliged. I'd give you a shout out, and I'd do like a little like personalized like opening. Sorry, Muhammad, you don't gotta apologize for that. We all live in life. I collect random wrestling figures too, but mainly old school luchadors from Boss Fight Studios. Oh, damn, okay. Yeah, I've been thinking about collecting some of the older Jack-specific stuff. But, you see, what happened to my collection whenever I was younger, at my mom's house, the sewage line broke, and my room was in the basement. And I came home the one day, and I had a bag of like 160 wrestlers, I think I counted the one time. And they were covered in poopy water. And 15-year-old me wanted nothing to do with that, so I threw them all away. I kind of regret it, but it is what it is. I appreciate that there, Chicago Kid. My dog, he's so lovely, and then he's so rambunctious. And I even took him for a WALK before the stream. He just... Hold on, let me make sure that... What's wrong, Loz? Oh, you're not loving him, that's why.
I was. I was petting him.
He wants you to... He wants belly rubs. You want belly rubs?
Hey, he's big one.
Yeah, he's calling you. Belly. He just wanted belly rubs. I wanted to start collecting wrestling action figures for only wrestlers I've seen live. That'd be cool. You see, I only collect So I used to buy everything, and I still got a whole bunch of crap. But I've because I collect Star Wars figures too. So I cut it down to only Jedi, Stormtroopers, Sith, and Mandalorians, which doesn't sound like I'm cutting it down very much, but they make way too many Star Wars figures. So I collect those. Horror, I actually sold off I still have my NECA Michael Myers from the 2019 movie, and I still have my Pennywise from 1992 NECA. But I sold off my other NECA figures, and I have Michael Myers from Halloween 2, the Mezco figure. But I've been dumbing down my collection because I've gotten to that point to where my collection took up way more space than I had space to take up. So yeah, you have to make some cuts, but it's all good. One thing that I can't cut though, like I said, my favorite figures that I collect are my Godzilla ones, my Gojis. Love all of them. Just right here, I have 2 of them. And I also got King Kong figures. I got way too many figures. But Jay, something like that. That's actually I think that's smart to narrow it down, like you said, to wrestlers you've seen live. Because that'd be cool. And it's give yourself a cool little reminder of all the wrestlers you've seen live. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button for me. We live every day. All the freaks and geeks are welcomed. Oh, yeah. Where's he at? No, I don't have him sitting here. I have a Macho Man figure.
No, you don't need to do that.
John. Yeah, funny. But how you doing there, John? Do you collect any figures or anything? Or are you a Yu-Gi-Oh fan? And everybody, give me another movie. Give me some more movies that you've seen lately that you liked. Like I said, the most recent movie I've seen in the theater. So I've seen Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That was good. Just jealous of me. Ain't no need to be jealous, my man. Understandable. I'm cutting most of my AEWs to make room for more figures. Yep, I was just saying. I feel like that's something that every collector does. It would make more sense for me space-wise to cut my Godzilla figures because, as you can see, this isn't even one of the bigger ones, but just from the tail, these take up that much space. I could kind of create some more, but the Godzilla figures with the tail makes so much of a problem. From Beyond. There's been a lot of movies I've seen from Beyond. I want to say yes. Because one of my favorite things I used to do when I was a teenager. So on Comcast on demand, what they had was called it was a free section. It was called FearNet. They always put new horror movies on there. They were usually like you never would have gotten like a Halloween or a Friday the 13th, but like they had like stuff like Leprechaun and like this like some like off the wall horror movies that you never would have seen otherwise. And I feel like that I've seen that on that. So yeah, I've seen that before, I'm pretty sure. Can't really tell you like can't really remember like exact details from it or anything of that sort, but I've definitely seen that before. I'm pretty sure. Like 75% sure. Hellraiser, oh yeah. I've seen the first 5 or 6. Like I really, really wanted to like that franchise. I love the idea of Hellraiser, Pinhead, and everything, but no. The first two like the first movie was great. I said this like one time earlier in the stream, but the first movie was great. The second movie was like halfway decent. It wasn't as good as the first one. Then after that, it just went like, what the heck? Like, what is this? So that's just my take on it, though. Do you think we'll ever get a WCW One Night Stand? Actually, scratch it. NXT is using WCW pay-per-views. No. Big reason why? Because they actually beat WWE for so long. I mean, it wasn't even that long. It was 98 weeks. But for 98 weeks, they were better than WWF. And for 98 weeks, they were the best wrestling company. And Vince did everything in his power to bury WCW into the dirt. For prime example, my man right here, the master of the diamond cutter, basically one of the faces of WCW. And what did they do with him? They had him come in and become a stalker. What? We could have had the People's Champ versus the People's Champ. We could have had anything else. Or even like him doing that rival with Undertaker would have been cool. If they just had him like play a different gimmick or whatever. But it just was stupid. Booker T they buried to hell and back. The only redeeming thing they did with him was whenever he won the championship as King Booker. And then, but like, I mean, Goldberg, I mean, he won the World Heavyweight Championship in the early run and then more recent, but like, still though, like Scott Steiner was treated like crap. They wanted nothing to, like, he wanted to bury WCW. And yeah, so unfortunately. And that's why Sting never came over to WWE for the longest time. Because he seen the way that they were treating all their guys. And he was just like, that's going to be me. I'm not going to put on a clown nose. So, and I'm not saying that he was given that gimmick as a clown, but like, they were just treated like clowns, unfortunately. And it kind of proved whenever, 2015? Why did they even like have that him and Triple H match? This is WWE versus WCW, and like, we should have gotten Undertaker and Sting. I will die on that hill. That should have been what we got. Ultimo Dragon, dude. I feel so bad for him because it was his dream to always perform in Madison Square Garden, and then he ended up like tripping in the entranceway and botched his entrance. That would suck. Yeah, it sucks that he brought them in just to job. Oh, dude, he jobbed for that. They all jobbed for them, and not only that, but like that invasion angle, you couldn't take it serious because none of the big names were there. You didn't have Kevin Nash, you didn't have Hulk Hogan, you didn't have Scott Hall. You had DDP and Booker T, and that was it. Mark Jindrak, which I don't get me wrong. I liked Mark Jindrak and a lot of those like smaller names, but they weren't big enough to carry the whole invasion angle. Exactly. Yes, there. I knew there was some specific thing that made Sting go what, but exactly the fact that Rock did that to him was just like, yeah. Oh, dude, I love that Ultimo Dragon match. One of my favorite matches of all time is Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio from Halloween Havoc 1996. I think that is. That was a great match. Like the cruiserweights in WCW were just phenomenal. Billy Kidman, Juventud Guerrera, Psychosis. Oh, a legend. A legend. La Parca, chairman of the board. One of my favorite WCW moments of all time is La Parca versus Goldberg. La Parca hits him with the chair. Goldberg just like acts there all stunned. He does his little thing, spins around, and Goldberg just spears the hell out of him. Like, oh. That's why, like, people dog on WCW saying it was complete garbage. No. Its last year and a half, yeah, you can make that argument. But, like, no, there was a lot of gold from WCW. That's why, like, hey, that night from 1996 to 2001 wrestling between ECW, WCW, and WWF, that's the cream of the crop. That it does not get better than that, because each company had their own like niche for what was great about wrestling, and yeah, I like that. The only people who had a better run WWE were Ray and Hurricane. Yeah, so from WCW, yeah, from the Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit too. They were WCW guys, and they actually probably had better runs than maybe not Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio, but like Eddie Guerrero, like whenever he won championship, that was awesome. I love the old, oh dude, WCW, those N64 games, and even that PlayStation 1 game was awesome. But yes, I love the NWO versus WCW World Tours and all those. Very underrated era of wrestling games, in my honest opinion. Wasn't there a WCW Stone Cold copy? Goldberg looked exactly like him, but he didn't act like Stone Cold at all. They were just both bald-headed guys with goatees that wore black trunks. But beyond that, though, there was nothing more similar about them. Goldberg was this jacked-up ex-football player. Stone Cold was the beer drinking, guzzling, I don't give a hell, I'll stomp a mud hole in anybody. So there was like there was definitely similarities, but honestly there was like it wasn't a copy of one or the other. My family, my wife and kid. Mr. Poopy Butthole. What the hell type of name is that, dude? And for everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. And, oh yeah. I just hit 1K on Sunday. Channel's growing ever so rapidly. Horace Hogan. I definitely recognize that name. I forgot about that dude. Yeah, because he was a nephew of Hulk Hogan. He was part of one of the most god-awful storylines in all of wrestling. I love that when they dubbed over La Parca in his promos. It was so... Oh, yeah, dude. La Parca was one of those, like... He's one of the most underrated wrestlers from WCW. I mean, he was never going to get a great push or anything, but, like, man, was he over with the crowd. Everybody loved when he came out. I love La Parca. Actually, you know what I wonder? I wonder if they made a La Parca figure lately. Because that's a figure I'd get. Nothing old though. Just customs and okay. Nothing recent. Because WWE will probably never get the rights for him. I even liked whenever he came to TNA and he called himself L.A. Parka, so that way he could But yeah, I found him too. There, Chicago kid. Yeah, Horace Hogan was yeah, that was Hulk Hogan's cousin, or yeah, it was his cousin or nephew or whatever it was. But yeah, like he was part of that one storyline where like I don't know, like see Hogan was a big problem of WCW with just going all like just like, that's what happens whenever a wrestler has too much creative control over his character because they shouldn't. Just my opinion now. So we have 56 votes. Ooh. ECW One Night Stand came up with I like that. They're like 1 or 2 votes away from winning. I kind of really hope that the ECW, because I haven't seen that one in so long, and to me that's one of the original ECW One Night Stand is one of the best pay-per-views of all time, hands down. Do you guys remember the Kane movie, See No Evil? Was that 2006 that came out? Yeah. I remember that. What was that? May night? Yeah, May 19th. May 19th. I still can't believe Kane got his own movie. That's always funny. I liked Kane. Couldn't really picture him being a what's it called? But yeah, dude. 2006. It was only an hour. That's how you know if a movie has potential to be bad, depending on how long it is. If it's like under an hour and a half, what? Well, better than The Miz being a Marine. Well, yeah, I was just saying, like in that case, I think that's like a bad movie, but in a good way. Because like I like a lot of bad movies. Like I guarantee you showed the like I remember the first time I ever showed my wife Killer Clowns from Outer Space. By the end of it, she's just like looking at me like, "You love this movie?" I'm just like, "How do you not?" But I love the cheesy movie. I mean, that movie wasn't cheesy, but it was. I've seen a lot worse movies. Boss Fight could make a Ellie Parker figure if he. Oh, that's interesting there, WJ. Oh, dude, yes. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a classic. It's one of the best, worst. And that's the best way to put it, dude. Because they knew what they were making just because, I mean, they didn't have that big of a budget and it it wasn't a horror movie, but like I love that movie. I watch that with a smile on my face. Here's a funny story. Me and one of my buddies, Lars, grew up from that I grew up with. It would have been like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, and we're sitting there watching it, and it goes from 2:59, and then instead of going to 3 o'clock, it goes to 2 o'clock. And we both must have been like looking at the clock at the same time because we both just jumped up, looked at each other. We're like, what the hell's going on? And that's what we're like just like freaking out. And then like we realized that it was daylight savings or whatever. I always forget which one's which, but the clocks went back. Night of the Creeps. So I've seen a lot of zombie movies. I'm guessing that's a zombie movie from the names of it. Because I love me a good zombie movie, especially the cheesy bad ones. Which one's this? Oh yeah, I've definitely seen that one before. Yeah, no, that one's good. My favorite one that I like is that Return of the Living Dead with the one with the is this guy blind? Blinded by science. No, I'm not blind there, yes, man. That'd be insane if I was blind streaming now. But, um, yeah, Night of the Living Dead. That was with the one. And I always get them confused, but I'm pretty sure not Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, is the one with the one zombie that's like brains. Classic. And yes, man, if you haven't yet and you're new, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. Oh, yeah. Brains. Okay, so that is Return to yes. There's, dude, so many of those 80s cheesy movies I love. And, I mean, like, now that I like, go back and, like, think of it, zombie movies might be my favorite horror niche. Or horror, like sub horror genre in the horror thing, because I always loved zombie movies. Like 28 Days Later, banger. That I don't want to call it the best one ever, but that's like top 3 hands down zombie movies of all time, and this is my top 10 favorite horror movies. And here's a hot take, because a lot of people seem to hate this movie, but 28 Weeks Later, I actually don't think is that bad of a movie. In fact, I'd put that in my top 10 horror sequels of all time. Because it had like its own thing to it that I liked compared to the other ones. And I did see that. I'm very new movies these days, I am scarily optimistic, because there seems to be a lot more bad ones than good ones. Henry, yes, I mean, we've been talking about like any type of horror movies or like movies in general. And we've also been talking about a lot of wrestling too. But Henry, you've been here before. You know how it is. It's very good. There's always good vibes in here, so you could talk about whatever you want. I'm glad we got so much wrestling again. Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays NXT, AEW. Yeah, dude, that is one thing that I do like too, and that's one thing that, like, I hope stays a thing, because even if I don't watch it all, there's something for everybody. It's not quite like the Monday Night Wars, but having competition is just better for business. Did you see that they're making? Yep, I did, and I'm all for it. I mean, like I said, new sequels that they make, I'm hesitantly optimistic is the best way to put it, because more times than not, they're bad movies. But like, for example, one movie that I went into thinking it wasn't going to be very good at all. It's not horror related, but the movie The Batman with Robert Pattinson. I went into that just expecting the most god-awful piece of crap to ever be made. And instead, aside from The Dark Knight, I might call The Batman the best Batman movie ever made. And this is coming from a dude that grew up with Michael Keaton. And Dark Knight's my favorite. Dark Knight's probably the best Batman movie to be made. But The Batman's not very far behind if it is. So much knowledge. And I do have a lot of, like, I guess, like, up until before I started streaming, useless knowledge, but Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the women's title. Oh yeah, let Mammy get her title back. The Jigsaw movies. I stopped watching the Saw movies after number 6, I think it was. Like all those movies just so like that's where like my taste in horror kind of like those are, I wouldn't consider those horror movies as much as I'd consider it, they're just gory, blood, people getting decapitated and whatnot type of movies, and I don't hate them, but they're not one of my favorites, and the storyline kind of got very confusing. So like I said, like the last one I remember vividly is it's either 4 or 5, maybe 6. Then after that I was just like, yeah, you kind of lost me. You watched all the movies. See, I thought about doing that one day, having like a marathon, watching them all back to back to back to back. And maybe since I got a channel now, maybe I could do that and give like my review on them. They Live. Because I always get, because there's a couple movies with they in them. If They Live is what I think it is. I came here to do 2 things. Chew bubblegum and kick some ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Roddy Piper might be one of the best wrestlers turned actors of all time. I mean, The Rock, you could argue because he's been in more movies, but all of Piper's movies were badass. Chester Bennington was in the beginning of Wistful. That would have... Again, because those all start becoming... Like, the first 3 movies, I could tell... Like, I could, like, remember vividly. I want to say it was either number 4 or number 5, but don't quote me on that. I kind of forgot that he was until you just said that. But, yeah, the Saw movies weren't bad. The story just kind of just got, like, for me. And I didn't pay attention to it, like, fully. And, like, I remember watching one of them, and I'm like, when the hell did that happen? And so I got lost in the sauce. Roddy Piper and his magical... Yes. You got to do Piper... Dude, Roddy Piper doing stand-up would have been cool. I had the opportunity and missed it to see RVD doing stand-up, and I should have done it. Is it? I thought that last Jigsaw... That was called Jigsaw was the last one. Please no. Was beginning of Saw the last chapter of... Okay. R.I.P. there, Chester, by the way, dude. Linkin Park, if you're in your late 20s, early 30s like me, you probably grew up listening to Linkin Park, and yeah, that was sad. I remember waking up that morning and not happy. Jigsaw X, okay. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day, and the chat is always good vibes. I thought there was a movie called Jigsaw. Oh, okay, so that definitely wouldn't have been the last one then. Yeah, okay, so I do remember then Saw 10. I kind of forgot that there was that many. There's really 10 of them? See, that goes to show yeah, you see, that's the last one I remember even. Dude, they've made so many of those. That's another thing, too. If you go too long into the franchise, in my opinion, it just kind of like, I don't want to say waters it down, but I don't know. If you have 10 movies in the franchise, like, there has to be at least, like, 5 or 6 of them that, like, are, like, outstanding. And in my opinion, I don't think that there's... The first one was really good. The second one was all right. The third one... And, like, that's where I start, like, confusing them. I know there was the one where the police officer ends up killing Jigsaw and then his wife dies. Then he gets trapped in the thing. That's why, like, dude, like it's to me, it's so confusing. But like I said, I never got too deep into the Jigsaw thing. There's Saw 1 through 7, the Jigsaw, the Spiral. Then okay, Piper has allowed Mike, Kane, Heyman, Cena. Oh, dude, yeah, Macho Man. Macho Man is not only one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but I don't want to say I look up to him because the dude was wild, but like some of his quotes are just like you can't help but like get inspired by. Like one of my favorite. If you never heard it, look up Macho Man crying quote. That like just like that's like him being as humble as you can be, and I don't know if that doesn't lift you up and motivate you. I don't know what would. But Macho Man, he was a great dude. You know, I he like so like if you so he's probably in my top five of all time because somebody asked me before who's in my top five favorite wrestlers of all time. He might be number four. But if you're to ask me who I think the best wrestler is of all time, if you combine Mike skills, in ring ability, I like the gimmick, he had it all. And to me, he's the greatest to ever lace up the boots in the squared circle. The Macho Man Randy Savage. He just had that indistinguishable voice, and he could go the distance in the ring. Saw 1 is the bathroom. Saw 2 is the group gas house. Then there's John Kramer's death. Saw 4 is the new mastermind. Saw 5 is another group test. Saw 6 is okay. So okay. Be a man, Hulkster, Hollywood Bukester. Dude, that is a classic. Dude, he literally legend in every way sense of the word. Legend. It's crazy too that like he literally did it all. Like he was a major league baseball player. He was on the he didn't play in the MLB, but he was part of the Cardinals organization. If you've never heard this, wherever the stream's done, look up Jim Cornette, or if you look up Macho Man on YouTube, Macho Man Waffle House, you will listen to Jim Cornette tell the funniest story about Macho Man holding up a Waffle House with a fork. That is the funniest story I've ever heard in my life. Or even like I like hearing Jake the Snake talk about how whenever they're doing the whole thing where the snake was biting his arm, he's just like, dude, that's one person I wish I could have met. If I could go back and meet somebody, Macho Man's in my top 5 for sure. I think, dude was just oozing with probably knowledge and everything. Macho Man. It's a shame that he never got to go over quite as long as he should have, or as much as he should have, because of Hulk Hogan. Because you know Hulk Hogan had always stealing the spotlight. But yeah, no. Legend. Turns out the deck of cards I got is tattoo style playing cards designed by Chester. He was a tattoo artist first. Oh, there you go, Skater. Wait, they made a sequel to that? What? They really made a sequel to that? Okay, so at least Kane was actually in it. And it actually got it did get a lower score on IMDb then. Who the hell gave money to make another See No Evil? That would have been, what year did that come out? 2014. That would have been what? 8 years later? Who the hell would make a sequel to See No Evil? And there ain't nothing wrong with that, Zora. I have nothing against them. That's just one of those type of movies to where I watch them once and then that's it for me. The first Saw movie I'll go back and watch a few times because that's like because the first time you see the first Saw movie and then like that twist at the end, you need to go back to watch and see like all the hints, see like this like all like the little like hidden details and everything, because that is one of those things I appreciated with those movies is beyond the gore there was like the plot thickened a lot, and it is one of those like franchises where you need to pay attention. I stopped paying attention after so long, so like my interest just, not saying it's bad movies, that's just like I said, that and also 10 movies deep in was just a little bit too long for me. But I'm saying that they made how many Halloween and Friday the 13th movies. What's up, Isaiah? We go 0 to 100 real quick. I didn't even realize that though. That's awesome. The sequel is set completely in the... Oh, dude, yeah. Like, I will say, because I have nothing but respect for that first movie. That first Saw movie, I might put it in the top... I might put it in the top 20 horror movies of all time. And that's me being unbiased and trying to like be fair, because the first time you see that movie, you're just literally sitting there like, what the hell's going on? And then at the very end of it, you're just like, what? How? And yeah. So yeah, I will give the first Saw movie its due diligence. That definitely, I think, ignited the horror genre, and like you said, Zorro, it broke a lot of the horror tropes and kind of like created like its own in a sense. Oh, okay, Zorro. I'm sorry. You see, I'll be honest. I haven't seen See No Evil in so long, and I definitely didn't know that there was a sequel to it. I honestly might need to see that. Wait, let me go back to see what streaming that's on. It's on one of the free ones, ITV. I never even heard of that. I might need to see that just to see how horrible it is. I watched the first Saw when I was like 4 years old. Have you seen all the Friday the 13th movies? Yes. So Jason and Michael were always my two favorite horror icons. What's up, Space Monkey? Live well and prosper, my brother. What Chicago kids say? You something completely. Does Saw fun? No, Saw is completely different. Scream's starting to become one of those ones that, you know, there's a little bit too many of them, but I still like them though. I like how it's an indie horror. Wait. Yeah, no. Like I said, that might be a hot take, but I definitely think that the first Saw movie does need to do due diligence, and but Zorro, see, Zorro, you must be like a very big fan of you said you personally like Saw 2 and Saw X over the original one. You must be a true fan of that. I got respect for that. Because I've honestly never met anybody that said anything other than the first Saw movie being their favorite. Controversial take, but I love Jason Look and Jason X. Jason X is one of those movies that you need to go into a certain mindset. Jason X, not to be taken serious, and if you just want again, like a movie you don't really want to, I don't want to say not enjoy, but like it's going to be bad, you go into it with the right mindset, you'll have fun. Like the kills, some of the kills are fun, and I mean, at the time, being a kid, seeing that in the theaters, I actually loved that look. Whenever I was like a teenager and I watched that, I was just like, yeah, that's not Jason. And then like now, like I'm just like, it is what it is. That is unfortunately the movie that killed the franchise for so long. But yeah, Jason X ain't. It's not. Jason X is the worst Friday the 13th movie. It's definitely in the bottom three. My worst. So my three least favorite Friday the 13th movies are I'm gonna go. See, I'm struck. I want to say Jason Lives. That's the one where he's like not. You don't even see Jason until the last like 5 minutes in the movie, and like people are like eating his heart, becoming him or whatever. That's very up there. Dude, Friday the 13th, '09 might be the best one of all time. I mean, growing up, my personal favorite was part three. And then part four was good. Like the first four J's, so the first Friday the 13th is a little bit hard to watch now. I hate to say it's a little bit dated, but still a good movie. You got to respect it. It started the franchise. But Friday the 13th, part two, three, and four, classics, instant classics. And I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, so to go back, because somebody said that Jason X was their least favorite. My least favorite is Jason Lives, and then my third least favorite is Friday the 13th, part five. The one where Jason isn't in it at all. It's just some dude, some like ambulance dude who dresses up like Jason. God awful. And then Jason X. But Jason, so part six, that might be my favorite look for Jason with like the yellow gloves and everything. But no, Friday the 13th, part nine. So I have some nostalgia with that. That's the first movie I ever seen to where everybody, whenever the movie was over, literally stood up and gave it a round of applause. That was the first time I ever seen that in the movie, and it was awesome. Oh, me too, Zoro. I'm glad that we got the discussion going. I like this. But yes, Space Monkey. But yes, I definitely... Friday the 13th from 2009. Why didn't we get a sequel to that? But yes, Chicago Kid. Literally, so we went opening day. It came out on a Friday the 13th, too. The theater oversold tickets to what they had seats. So I remember people having to like sit on banisters across along like the walls. Most packed theater I've ever been in. And by the end of it, the entire theater, and I'm not even, no exaggeration, the entire theater stood up with a round of applause. That is my favorite horror movie experience of all time, and one of my favorite movie experiences of all time. The only other movie to where almost everybody... So there's three movies that got round of applause that I've seen. That, Avengers Endgame, and Godzilla Minus One. Godzilla Minus One's a masterpiece. Best Godzilla movie ever made. Hot take there. Honestly, it made no money and got torched by critics. Plus, production. You see, I didn't realize that it didn't make money. Because like I said, I was young at the time, so I never really looked into that. But like, I remember literally they literally had to pull the banisters from where you buy tickets at and everything, like benches, seats. They oversold tickets, and they had to refund people. Freddy versus Jake, dude, I love that movie too. That's a great movie. That gets shit on a lot, and again, you got to go. Some movies you got to go into with the right mindset, and then you're just like, this is awesome. And yes, because that was one of those movies that we should have gotten for so long. And then here, you want to know what we should have gotten too? It was supposed to be Ash Williams that was supposed to take on Jason and Freddy, because he got clued to in the Jason Lives. Jason Lives. They had the Necronomicon, and that's how they called upon Jason in that. And the original plan was to have Ash be in that, and then have him versus Freddy, and then Ash kill them both. Hot take, but I absolutely hate Wes Craven's New Nightmare. That's not a hot take at all. That movie's dog doo-doo. I liked it as a kid. I tried watching it more recently. Ash versus Freddy versus Jason is a dynamic comic read. I've read that before. Yes. All of those like Ash versus Marvel's on like dude, Ash Williams is one of those characters that like he's almost I really can't actually think of anything that Ash Williams has been in or been the star of that whether it be TV show, movie, or comic or whatever. All this stuff's been nearly flawless. But Starship Troopers, dude, fuck yeah, dude. I love the first one. Classic. Deadite, Jason, and Freddy would have been sick. Yeah. And that's been like a theory that's been like going around that's why he's been a Deadite. His mother called upon the Necronomicon. And that was supposed to be kind of like the storyline from Jason Lives. That there was supposed to be like a little bit of an origin story, and Pamela Voorhees called upon the Necronomicon and then started killing, thinking that like it didn't work, and then that's how Jason got resurrected. Art the Clown could take them both. Dude, the Terrifier movies those are probably original horror movies that have been made in the last 10 years or so. Terrifier's been like the best. I always wanted Michael versus Jason versus. I always just wanted Michael versus Jason. Those are my two favorite horror icons. Give me that. I think that'd be badass. Especially if we would have gotten the Friday like Jason from 2009 and then Rob Zombie's Michael Myers. That would have been a combo. It is. Is it me or is there a Jason versus Michael movie? Yeah, there's not, unfortunately. Because I don't think that both, like, whoever owns both franchises, they wouldn't be able to pick a winner or whatever. So we'll probably never get that. Oh, that's right. We are getting that in October. It's like a Christmas themed one, too. And the story... like I said, I think it's some of the best original horror movies that we've had in a very long time. Art the Clown's one of because he first appeared in I forgot what those movies were. It was like a movie. It wasn't even a Terrifier movie, but Art the Clown appeared in that. He just gives off that very creepy vibe, and then wherever he goes in, he goes in. But yeah. Start off. Oh, really? That's interesting. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We live every day. And there's always good vibes in the chat. I want to see Leatherface versus... What? I've never even... Is that supposed to be like a thing that like was supposed to happen or something? Space... Hey, wait. I'm gonna have to Google this. Okay, that's not like an actual thing, I don't think. Davy Jones, Elizabeth Swan, and Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean are all in the item shop right now. Oh, did the mini pass come out too then? I was gonna say, I thought that was like an actual like thing there, Space Monkey. You got me Googling shit that's not that like Google's probably just like does not compute. If you want a horror versus, play Mortal Kombat X. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I forgot about all those characters being in Mortal Kombat. But best, I'll be on in a little bit if you're still playing Fortnite. Versus the Bunny Man. What the hell's the Bunny Man? See, like, I think a Leatherface versus Art the Clown would be good. Oh, that's like an urban legend thing. That's interesting. I never even heard of that. Which movies do you feel have the best zombies? Dawn of the Dead. I see. I might have to go with the best uh zombie movie of all time might be 28 Days Later. I was just kidding. Fun fact: one of the original was with Ed Gein was. Yeah, I was gonna say, cause I remember them saying that like Ed Gein was like the big inspiration for that, but like they took inspiration from Texas Chainsaw Massacre off of like a couple different real life instances. Train to Bust. Wait, is that a zombie movie I've never heard of? How have I never seen that before? 'Kay, I'm usually like up to date with like zombie movies. Like the one Zack Snyder one wasn't too bad. Ash versus Golden Girls. Yeah, I could do that. That would be funny. That would be pure gold in every way. I'll have to look that up. It's like the Silence of the Lambs. Buffalo Bill is based on multiple. Yep. You see, that's yep. That is like a true thing that like like a lot of like the inspirations they take off of, like it's not just one thing. A lot of the times, I mean, some of the times that like they were like directly like based, but a Korean zombie movie, and there's apparently three of them too. Because there's Seal Station, Train to Busan, and then Peninsula. Don't look up any spoilers, though. Definitely go in blind. Oh, I like that. Because one of my favorite things I like about like watching a new zombie movie is how the zombies got made in that one, if they ever even show it. And what Chicago kid said: if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day. This channel is just growing, oh, so much. But this is still really good, very different. My dad took me to see Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. I remember, how old would I have been? What year did House of a Thousand Corpses come out? Because I remember seeing the preview for that and being really scared. 2003. So, Pigpen, me and you were the same age because I would have been 9 years old at the time too. I was scared shitless, and I definitely did not see that one until like years later. But yes, I love House of a Thousand Corpse. Devil's Rejects is my favorite one from that franchise. It's them nerves, Vici. Here. You know what, Vici? I'll put you to sleep. Rock-a-bye, Vici, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will fall. Nah, I'm sorry, Vici. Because I remember my first day for this job I currently have, I didn't go to sleep until like, well, actually, true story. My first day of this job I have now, I was actually night before I was at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Didn't get home till like 2 a.m. Got like 4 hours of sleep. But you're all good, Vici. I got faith in you, my man. What's up, D'Angelo? I don't think Rob Zombie has made an outright good movie. Serviceable one, sure, but his ratings. I see where you're coming from. Because, like, see, I have that. You see, I think his best movie he's ever done was Devil's Rejects. And that's just because, again, like, that's probably the best way to put it. You don't watch a Rob Zombie movie for the plot or for the characters. Even though, like, some of the, like, what's his face? Captain Spaulding. And, like, just, like, stuff like that. The dude who, what was his name? Otis. Like, characters like that, like, fun characters. Not really, like, a deep dive character, like, you know. Cat. Nope. How many times do I have to kick you out? Get out. Get out. Get out. You know, I guess you're just chewing on the box. You're good for now. Cat was chewed up some of my action figures before. It's like he had to make him some Chinese food. Not so much nerves, more about waking up in time. You got this. Risen Records, you're the one and only, brother. I've been showing people who I know that song you made for me, and I'm still very thankful that you did that for me. Thank you. You're good, Chicago kid. I haven't in a while, but GTA 5, I've beaten that on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and I have it for the Xbox One now. So I've beaten it, and I might have beaten it twice on PlayStation 4. I can't remember, but I've played that so many. This opportunity could have gone with... Good one there. That is good. Exit light! Eternite! Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn was one of those movies that, like, none of them were great, but, like, they were just, like, popcorn movies that you just could sit down and be like, okay, this is aight. But I'm trying to think of, like, other, like, dumb movies that there was the one, I forgot what year it would have been made, a cheesy ass movie. It was called Bad Taste. I remember the only reason why I watched the movie was because the cover to the movie was an ugly ass alien in a tuxedo with a machine gun, and he's sitting there like flicking, and he's sitting there shooting the bird. I remember my dad flipping out because I had that shirt. That was one of my dude. Actually, I need that shirt again. Let me see if I could get that somewhere. 1987. But that was my favorite shirt of all time. That was one of those ones my mom did the laundry and then never seen it again. Wait, what'd you say? Chris Farley was in it? Almost Heroes. I haven't seen that in so long. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, I was gonna say Wrong Turns. I'll put those on for like I said, like there's some movies like sometimes I don't always like watching movies to for a deep plot or nothing. Just give me something to just vibe to, and yeah, that's definitely it. PS2 had 3 GTA games. GTA 5 had 3 PlayStations. That is a very good point. But that goes to show that that game had so much longevity. I don't know. That's probably my favorite game of all time. You're next. Ooh. Oh, I thought the dog was messing my cat up. I was gonna say, each Tokyogo. Who you like, Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes? Honestly, I'm not too big of a fan of either one, but my kid's favorite wrestler is Cody Rhodes, so I'll have to side with Cody Rhodes just for that. But that looks like a good movie there. You're next. The See, one thing that will always get me into a horror movie is if the killer has like an interesting look. And that is an interesting enough look for me to at least like catch my interest. I think The Strangers was the first horror film I watched. That was one of the first horror films. So The Exorcist scared me shitless as a kid. But being a teenager watching The Strangers, I was afraid to be home alone for so long. Not even funny. Talk to me. (2023). Oh, is the latest Buzzy horror film made in spirit. That actually sounds interesting there, Dean. I like horror movies like that too. Oh, dude, Jeepers Creepers. Listen, Jeepers Creepers, the first one might be in my top 20 favorite horror movies of all time. Because the first time that's like one of those movies where the first time you watch it, like the movie starts out like kind of like a Tarantino movie where it's just you're just like suspense and on the edge of your seat, and then like it turns into a Tarantino movie into a monster movie, just like that. And yeah, I even like the second one too. But we don't talk about the third and fourth one, especially, dude. Like, I will say this right now: Jeepers Creepers Reborn, not only the worst horror movie I've ever seen, straight out flat the worst movie I've ever seen. The worst CGI, the worst acting. They literally just cashed out on the name, and like, oh, dude, that's. We've been waiting so long. Everybody who likes Jeepers Creepers too. We've been waiting so long to see the showdown between that old man and the creeper for years, and we didn't get it. First horror movie for me was Teenage Caveman. Never even heard of that. Case 39 was. Orphan. Orphan was good. So my first horror movie was one of the. I think it was Halloween 4: Return of Michael Myers was my first horror movie, and then Exorcist. Because like I would watch the hell out of Michael Myers and talk about him, but then Exorcist, dude. Like I said, one time I watched that, dude, I was afraid of the dark for most of my early childhood. There was one movie that me and my sister watched. It was called My Bloody Valentine. Oh, yeah. Did you see the remake or did you see the original one? Because the original one's a classic. The worst movie I ever saw was between two films. One low-budget asylum set horror film, and the other was a pretentious try-hard film called... I've seen Osiris. That's definitely a bad movie. Dead Alive's good. Yes, I forgot all about that. Yo, that's a good one. Who's your favorite GTI character? GT. Trevor, for sure. I mean, I liked Franklin too. Michael, you don't rat on your boys, dude. I mean, although being a family man now, I kind of get it, but yeah, Trevor was just so ruthless in that game. The D, My Bloody Valentine was, yeah, dude. I like My Bloody Valentine. The worst horror movie for me ever was Oh, dude, yes. That's definitely in my top 10 most hated movies. Being a Dragon Ball Z fan, it, you're really trying to tell me that's who the fuck you cast as Goku. Like, what? Didn't even get the hair right, nothing. I just, no. You don't Americanize a movie like that. I'm kind of hoping that Netflix gets the, like, could, like, make, like, a, although I'd be very skeptical on it, but like seeing Netflix try attempting a live action show of that, be honest with me, what's scared the F out of me? The Exorcist, the very first one. Still freaks me out. No bueno. I mean, I'm not scared of it anymore like that, but like as a kid, literally, I watched it once. I did not go into the dark willingly for probably about like a year solid. Oh, dude. Oh wait, who played him in that? Oh, yes, he is. I didn't even realize that was him. Oh, Prom Night and Black Christmas. Yes, they are. Dragon Ball Z 5 action was made in the land of the rising sun. There is a. That's actually interesting. Yeah, original Black Christmas is legit. Jay, you have a good one, my brother. Oh, Akira's a. I don't really watch much anime, but dude I used to work with made me watch that, and Akira is a classic. Be honest, what is scarier, Chucky or Annabelle from Conjuring? Probably Annabelle because that's based off of something true. Chucky never really scared me. I found those movies to be more comedy than anything. Monster is a good horror anime. See, I haven't gotten into. I never. Yeah, I never even heard of that before. The Others. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, the Nicole Kidman movie. I mean, that never scared me, but that's definitely one of those movies that were like, it sticks with you to the next day. I do know what you're talking about now, like because like I watched that like I probably would have watched that in what 2004 ish. But yeah, The Woman in Black is good. Man, dude, there's a lot of movies that like I thought that I'd seen a good bit of movies. That looks like a good one too. Thoughts on the Resident Evil movies? The Resident Evil movies, if you ignore the games and don't go into it with like that type of knowledge, they're kind of like what you said, Zorro. Turn your brain off and have fun movies. Being big fans of the games like I was, but I could look past stuff like that. That's like everybody always poops on the Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie. I personally didn't mind that movie. And again, that's one of those ones where, like, I mean, one, young me had a crush on Angelina Jolie, so and everybody had a crush on Laura Croft. So put two and two makes five for me. You know what I mean? I like the games for their Redfield memes. 13 Ghosts and Ghost Shipper. Yeah, 13 Ghosts is a good movie. I'm a big Resi game fan too. Dude, Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite. I guess I'd put that in my top 20 games of all time, maybe. But like, I always liked Resident Evil 4. Leon was always the man. Is that a boulder? That's a nice boulder. And so, wait, what is the voting on? Oh, would you look at that? ECW One Night Stand made the triumphant comeback. Vici. So ECW and WCW Road Wild had very low numbers, and then something changed, and ECW is winning now. Resident Evil 3. Is that Nemesis? If I'm correct? Yeah, that's Nemesis. I like that one too. That's a good game. I had that for the PlayStation 1. Classic. What else is there? What else is there? Like, one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games, or I've just, we brought up PlayStation 1. I don't know if you guys ever played the game Medieval. You're like a skeleton warrior dude that came back from the dead. You're a skeleton just going around like killing ghosts and stuff. That was a classic. Dude, Tanaka and what makes that match so much better, WJ, is the fact that the entire time Joey Styles is just shooting on Mike Awesome. This piece of crap. He ruined us. And shout out to Angie and Tomb Raider. Oh, dude, Space Monkey, you vibing. Oh, the Silent Hill movies were god awful. Danny Boyle movie, Sunshine. Sunshine. Is that an astronaut movie? Wait. Okay. I've definitely never seen this before. In a not too distant future, Earth's dying sun spells the end for humanity. In a last-ditch effort to save the planet, a crew of 8 men and women ventures into space with a device that could revive the star. However, an accident, a grave mistake, and a distress beacon from a long-lost spaceship throw the crew in its desperate mission into a tailspin. That sounds interesting. Chris Evans, Cillian Murphy. Ooh. Actually seems interesting. After his shoot, Joey Styles did get the fetch. Oh, dude, you got to, dude, because if Mike Awesome never would have went to WCW, he could have been one of the best in-ring performers of all time, and he definitely is. Wait, Dead Rising? Like the game, right? I didn't even realize that was a thing. That's actually interesting. It's not horror related, but WJ, just be prepared. Where is it at? An original movie poster for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Your boy loves the Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers! You Mighty Morphin Power Rangers! R.I.P. Jason David Frank. The man, the myth, the legend. But Ivan Ooze! Dude, that's one of those movies, I don't care what anybody says, dude. I will die loving this movie. Love the Power Rangers. Yo, I found a VCR and a bunch of VHS boxes, Power Rangers movie. Woo! Dude, that's something that that's a rabbit hole, and that would take up so much space, but actually, hold on a second. You're talking about VHSs. Let me put my poster back, because whenever I finally get my like little official setup going, this is gonna be one of those posters that's behind me. But we're talking about VHSs. Hold on a second. What? We're talking about VHSs here. I kind of dabbled in the VHS. So I got, and I don't know if you could tell by but this is still sealed. This is the 1956 King of the Monsters VHS. And then Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. And they're both sealed. So that's been one of those like things that I've been might start collecting. I got those for pretty cheap. During COVID, my friend had a huge VHS with boxes mint, so I bought it. Oh, dude, yeah, especially if you got that. That's definitely like movies like that. Like they probably don't go for much now, but I don't know. I grew up on the VHSs, so hey, like I said, just hearing just feeling it, just. Dude, it was. Having to rewind. The new Kimberly is on par with the original. So, I'm guessing you're talking about you said what, the reboot from a few years ago. It was a slow build up. And yes, Vici, all the OG Power Ranger girls. Sorry. But that reboot, it was very slow in the beginning. It was awesome at the end. And honestly, I love the idea of them continuing on from that, because the way it ended, like if we would have gotten more of the end throughout the whole movie, it would have been awesome. But I liked it, and I think it should have gotten a sequel. It didn't do bad in the box office. And so yeah, I'm still hopeful that maybe they'll do that, but I don't think they are. But that could have been a potential good franchise. Like I said, I liked it. I just wish it would have been more. Dude, every time I hear that, dude, that just makes me just one of this. Like, it gets me going a certain way, dude. Like, again, that's my childhood. Love the Power Rangers. Like I said, Mezco's coming out with a 5 set. It's going to be expensive as hell. It's probably going to be like $500 or something like that. Your boy don't care. I'll work the overtime if I have to. I need that set. I got the Green Ranger. I need to get the white one still that came out, but you got 10 mil in the GTA heist. Oh shit there, D'Angelo. Forever Red. Dude, yes. Yes. Austin St. John. Oh, dude, just Power Rangers in general, dude. Like, I was a diehard fan up until Power Rangers Space. And then I watched it here and there throughout. And I mean, I haven't seen every season. There's a good bit that I haven't seen, but Power Rangers will always be part of me forever. Yes, actually, like most of the Power Rangers seasons are on YouTube. Because I went back and watched from Mighty Morphin all the way until I think I got to like halfway through Zeo before like I was like stopped watching Power Rangers for that bit. But yeah, I like the only seasons from like OG Power Rangers I don't like are the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers or whatever. Oh, Pigpen. The poster's still un... Oh, well, you can still see it. Poster's still undone. Or, in the package, but... Bro, of course I love the Ninja Turtles, too, dude. I have them downstairs. I don't feel like digging them out, but I have all the, NECA movie, Power Ranger, Ninja Turtle figures. I love the Turtles, too, dude. God, I love being a turtle. SPD. SPD was good. Like, there's a lot of good Power Rangers. It's just, like that. The Cosmic Fury stuff wasn't even bad either. Like, I watched some of that. Like besides for like Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, and that wasn't even bad. Besides for like that, and oh, I can't even think of specific seasons, but like Power Rangers has always been consistent. I want to get the Green Ranger helmet. Their OG one. Like JDF is the goated Ranger in my opinion. Yes, I love the fact that we just converted to Power Rangers. Dude, like literally, I could fucking sit here all day. It does. A lot of the themes I don't like, but like the Cosmic Fury ones I liked. I even liked how Billy was like in it. Again, I didn't finish it though. I love the that little reboot movie thing that they did that brought back like the old Rangers. That was cool. Oh, Bulk and Skull. I'm waiting. Super 7 did a did figures of them. I'm gonna get. But yeah, dude, Power Rangers. Childhood, like shit like that. Like, that's why I said, "Hello, if you hear me, my freaks and geeks." Yeah, Zoran died what in space? I think. Shout out Phantom Ranger. Yes, the Phantom Ranger. The sequel to the reboot. It was going to be Tommy Oliver. I do remember that, and I wouldn't have been. I don't mind them changing the genders of characters, just as long as if it's written good, and I'm all for it. And that's what I mean. Like, I could really have seen that been badass, because I don't know. I've always been a suck. Green's my favorite color. If you probably noticed, but like a lot of my stuff's green. But like, yeah, I loved the Green Ranger. So like, I would have loved her regardless. But like Like I said, if they would have made her badass, and which they probably would have, I would have been for it. Barney and Scooby Doo. I liked Scooby Doo, and I liked uh Barney. One of my I think it would have been my third or fourth birthday. Somebody dressed as Barney for me for my birthday. Yep, he had. Okay, that's right. I remember that now because he broke the thing. Yep, space. When they were trying to figure out who was the Green Ranger, I thought for sure it was Skull. I that would have been a twist. Dude, characters died on it. People lost their parents. Like there's definitely oh, dude, Sarah Michelle Gellar or Geller, however you want to say her name. One of my childhood crushes too, Daphne. But they were just good movies. Like Matthew Lillard was born to play Shaggy. Ruined your life. Woo! Yeah, Countdown to Destruction 2 part. Dude, Power Rangers definitely got heavy, and I feel bad. I feel bad for those OG actors because they didn't have a union, and they were like basically like putting their lives at risk. Like Kimberly, was it Kimberly or was it Trini, the actor? There was like the one episode where like she basically almost got electrocuted, like as if it was an electric chair. Oh, Zorro! Woo! Yes. Oh, dude, you guys are bringing back the memories, dude. Power Rangers. Can I get him to play it right? No, I forgot that the Lightning collection figures didn't make him for the. But OG Green Ranger all the way. For me, at least personally. We had tornado bad damage in the city. Oh, I'm sorry, Chevy. Thank you, Nadine. Yep, 40 deep. Faking being sick so I could stay home and watch Wild Force on. That's awesome. But Chevy, I hope you're all good, dude. I hope you're all good, my brother. Where are you at that you had a tornado? You don't have to answer that. Pursue mean like chase. That's like another word for like chasing. Still undefeated no matter what, Shrek. Somebody once told me the world is gonna ruin me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in a shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't start coming. Head to the roofs and then hit the ground running. Did it make sense not to live for fun? Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back seats? You never know if you don't go.
He's going to bed.
Sorry. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get to bed now. Go play. Here, my kid's sleeping, so I gotta not play that ridiculously. I do genuinely need another Power Rangers film. Well, Vici, do you have Netflix? Did you see that one that they made with it was like recent with they brought most of the OG Rangers that they could back. Like they brought Rocky back. They brought Thwy Young's not like her actual daughter, but like in the show, like it would have been Trini's daughter. They brought Billy back. They brought the OG Black Ranger back. I can't think of his name. I feel like a scrub now. But no, the new mini movie was absolutely terrible. I honestly didn't mind that at all. I thought it was decent. America's Got Talent is on. Awesome stream. Catch you later, everybody. Skater, you have a good one. Thank you for joining us. Wait, what time is it? Oh shit, I didn't even realize that we were streaming for 3 hours. See, this is what happens when we get that chat rolling. Oh yeah. They definitely did. See, I feel you, dude. Austin St. John, the OG Red Ranger, badass. Dude, I definitely love the Turbo movie. People say that that's garbage, and I mean, they say both of the OG movies were garbage. I actually liked the first one. I always loved better, but the Turbo movie wasn't bad either. And we're tied for No Way Out and ECW One Night Stand. That's crazy. Always a good time. I just noticed I haven't subbed yet. Ooh, Skater. I'm glad you're about to then. Lightning McQueen. I didn't mind. Ivan Ooze was incredible as a villain. So good that they copied his design for a pop. Well, you see, I love Apocalypse because like X-Men's what my besides for Batman, X-Men and Spider-Man are like my favorite comic properties, and Apocalypse got mistreated so much in that movie. Would you scratch Val Corby? Space Monkey. That's too funny. Red Ranger is always beside the Lunar Ranger. You're a good Chicago kid. And Chevy, I'll have to look that up because you might be right by one of my buddies. I'll have to text him and make sure he's all right. I kind of get why people give him a bad rap. And I mean, it's not like his fault. I think he did good for the role he was given, but like, I don't think that the world was ready for a little kid Ranger at the time. Growing up, I was Batman over Superman. I'm always Batman over Superman. Superman's the most overpowered and just overpushed superhero of all time. Anytime he's about to get beat, oh, I have this unhidden power. I'm just now finding out. I'm Superman. I like the realism with Batman, and I don't know. That's just always been me. So, yeah, Batman over Superman for sure. Oh, he definitely got beat too easy. Like, and really, like, I didn't have too much of a problem with him up until the end where he got beat like the way he did. Well, whenever Superman's done good, like I loved, like Man of Steel, I loved. Man of Steel was a good movie, but yeah, Bryan Singer, I don't know because he did. I think he did the original X-Men movies, and they weren't bad. But once he did Superman Returns, it was just because Superman Returns kind of sucked, sadly. Chicago kid, there ain't no dumb questions. There's inappropriate questions and such, but go ahead and ask away. I'll never dog you for asking a legit question. If you're asking something trolly now or something, might be a little bit different, but you always good though. He did X1 to Day. I like Days of Futures Past. It's not that that's a dumb question, Chicago kid. We don't talk politics or religion here, and that's respectfully, and that's just to respect everybody here. Zorro, I cannot wait. Seeing Hugh Jackman in a yellow Wolverine suit, chef's kiss. One of my biggest regrets in my comic collecting life is holding New Mutants 97, the Deadpool's first appearance. I had that in my hand. So it was a comic show at our mall, and I went to the comic store beforehand just to like check it out. I saw that comic, and it was only $15. I didn't get it, and then I went down to the shop, the comic show. Thought about that book, went back up, and ended up being sold like that. That's one of my biggest regrets. What's up, Stoner? How you doing? X-Men 97 was solid. I need to catch up on that. I stopped watching after Cable took or not Cable, Bishop took baby Cable. Chicago? I love the fact that you love this channel. Yes, Days of Future Past. I think that's a great movie. Joaquin Phoenix is not the Joker. It's just a mental health awareness movie that leeches off the Joker name to sell the movie. Well, I'm interested to see how the second movie goes, but I could see where you get that from. My take on it is that it's Joker and one of the multiverses. So I accept that take because it's definitely not like Heath Ledger's still the Joker. My prized comic is The Killing Joke. LS is a. I actually have a first like. I didn't know that like if a lot of you actually collect comics, I'll do a little showcasing my collection one day because I started collecting when I was 13, maybe 14, somewhere in that range. And your boy was working for $4 an hour under the table as a 14-year-old. And I spent all my money. I would go to the mall. I'd get Charlie's cheese. They had a Charlie's cheesesteaks, and then they had a French fry place right next to it. I'd get a cheesesteak, cheese fries, eat, or no, I'd go to the comic store first and then eat because I didn't want to get my comics greasy. But all my money as a kid was spent on comic books and food. But yeah, have you ever seen the Batman versus Ninja Turtles? Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's one of the best, I think, animated movies, not of all time, but like a very good movie, very solid movie. I really liked the Joker the first time I saw it, but the second time not so much. It's a little too. That's the best way. That's a perfect. Taxi Driver is the perfect movie to compare it to. VG, Joker is one of those, and Taxi Driver is one, and there's another one of those movies to where I could watch them once and enjoy it for what it is, but it's way too dark, way too sinister, and just like almost leaves you like depressed. Because there's no no happy spot at all. And I get that was kind of the point of the movie, but it's just movies that get too depressing like that. I'm just like, yeah. So I've never seen it again. I haven't seen it again since. I saw it in theaters when it came out, and it was a really good movie. I think he got the Best Actor award, which he probably should have. And also, honestly, I think that should have been best movie that year because I mean it is a phenomenal movie. But Zorro, you do make a good point. It's really not the Joker. The animated Suicide Squad movies are perfection. I seen the one that's supposed to be a precursor to Arkham Asylum. That was pretty good. That's one thing that always bugged me with Space Monkey is always real. What's it called? DC's animated movies, all of them were phenomenal. If they would have translated that into live action, all I gotta say. Of course I've seen that. I even seen the OG ones with you're probably because I think that they did one a little bit more recent, but like there was like the OG ones where I think Adam West voiced him. So yeah, dude, Scooby Doo was like one of those things. Like I don't really like think about Scooby Doo that much or anything, but I love Scooby Doo was a childhood favorite growing up. And I haven't said this in a while, so everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We're live every day, and we've been just chatting and vibing for the last hour. Come join. Oh, we got one more vote. An ECW One Night Stand and No Way Out are still tied. Yeah, the Adam West one, dude, that's classic. Adam West might not have portrayed a perfect Batman in terms of like what Batman's supposed to be, but like for the time period and everything, because like Batman from like the like early '60s was a wonky character, and I don't know. I love Adam West Batman. One of my favorite scenes in all of cinema is that goddamn shark scene in the original Batman movie. The fake shark's is biting his leg, and he's just like, Robin, bring me down the shark repellent bat spray. Oh, dude, classics. That whole movie is just awesome, and every I'm not even gonna call that bad because there's nothing bad about that because like that was good for its time. I did too. I grew up on that, Batman '89, Batman Return, like all those like '90s Batman movies. Which only one of them, like Batman Forever. Like here, wait, oh my '90s kids out here. I got these on deck, and I know what you're thinking. The Mask of the animated series was awesome, but your boy got all the OG McDonald's glasses. If you remember, you remember. Especially, this is my favorite cup right here. Two-Face with the
Where's that little fan at?
It's dead.
Plug it in.
It takes the one old school USB.
We have those somewhere.
I know, but
There's definitely one
well,
downstairs.
just open the door up.
There's definitely one downstairs in that thing on the
But does
table.
anybody remember these though? Because, oh yeah, the ending of the second one is great, Zorro. The Collector and the Collection movies. Was that like the Bone Collector? Is that what that would be? Making sure I don't break these. These are my. These are too good even for the fine china. I like everybody's taste in movies here. I was too young to get them. I was gonna say you were a couple in. So those aren't my original ones, and I never actually technically owned them. My cousin had them at her house, and every time I'd go over, we'd always fight over the Batman cup, and then I ended up just like getting the Two-Face one, and kind of grew to love it just because. Yeah, because the Bone Collector is the one with Denzel Washington, right? Yes, Sean. Here, I'll buff some out again, dude, because these are my pride and joys. This one's the Robin one. This one's the Batman one. And I used to have that poster. I don't know what happened to it. And then Riddler. And then my favorite, just because of the coins for the handle, but Two-Face. Oh yeah. Back when McDonald's used to give out decent stuff. And everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. We are live every day. The chat and communities, good vibes. That's what I thrive to be on. Oh yeah. The first toy I remember from McDonald's was a Treasure Planet toy. I remember the Treasure Planet toys, and then I remember I remember all like you remember the Country Bears? I was never into that. Vici. Here. It's definitely Spank Bang. Sean, there's definitely some truth to that. He's still one of my favorites of all time, and it is what it is. I'm just hoping that the storyline between him and Drew has a good ending. Well, it's maybe with the babysitter looking after the kid that's a complete psycho and has a crush on her. That sounds eerily familiar, but I can't think of what that would be, Zorro. Oh, we got some more votes. ECW is winning. I like to see that. Do you have an old school watch from? I'm guessing you're saying BK. I used to, but I don't anymore. Well, I think he legit got hurt, but I don't think he's hurt anymore. And maybe him not being here right now is kind of like the writing fault and like the bookers, but I do feel you because he did initially abandon us in 2015. So there's like I said, there's some merit to your case, and I appreciate that. He's just still one of my favorites, but it is what it is. Oh, the Babadoc's definitely a bonker fucking scary movie. That's one of those like head like messes with your head type of movies. Oh, anytime there, Sean. I was say everybody has an opinion and it is valid. Did your school make you dude, every year in health class. It's like I get it. Don't eat McDonald's every day, all day, and not exercise too. I get it. Those scenes where the dude's thrown up always like this like made me like yak. Sasha Banks, I was never really too much into her. I always liked Charlotte and uh Bailey a little bit better. My school has watched something called the Junk Food Hoodies. It was probably like the same concept. It was a documentary about a dude. He literally for 30 days ate nothing but McDonald's, and he like had to take like the least amount of steps to like he would walk to the McDonald's and take the least amount of steps to do it. Every time they asked him to get a supersize, he'd do it. Favorite Stephen King novel? I've never. You still up? What's your favorite Stephen King novel?
Novel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one.
I'm asking the wife on this one.
The only one I've read more than once is Misery, so I'll look that up.
Because I've never really read any Stephen King novels, but my wife said that her favorite Stephen King novel.
Did you say I don't really read Stephen King novels? Is that what you just said?
I said I actually corrected myself and said I never read one.
Okay, I thought you said I haven't. I was gonna say, he is my favorite author.
Obviously, that's why I wanted to ask you.
But yeah, Misery is the only one that I've read more than once, so.
So there you go. She likes Misery.
I like Misery. The Outsider is a newer one. I like that one a lot too.
Well,
Carrie's still a great classic. Cujo's good.
I didn't know Cujo was Stephen King.
Uh-huh.
I like that movie.
Book's better.
Well, The Shining movie's better.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
The book
yeah,
is so much better. Listen, even The Green Mile, which is a compilation of short stories, is actually better than the movie.
The Shining movie is one of the top 10 greatest movies of all time.
It's all because Jack Nicholson was in it.
Shelley Duvall, everything about the movie. Stanley Kubrick is one of the probably.
No, it didn't have anything to do with the book. The only thing that stayed the same was the hotel.
Stanley
And the basic plot of
Stanley Kubrick.
Jack Torrance and his family.
This is the
Do not
Shining.
insult my man.
The Shining book.
Do not insult my
Stanley
man.
Kubrick went like that with it, and I'm very happy he did. That movie's perfection.
I'm not happy he did, and neither is Stephen King.
Stephen King could be wrong.
Not when it's about his work, no. What?
Stanley Kubrick made it better.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not.
The Shining is so. Oh, Zora got your back. He said that
Thank you.
He said The Shining is mid and that Doctor Sleep is far superior.
Oh my god, Doctor Sleep is so good.
Doctor Sleep is good.
I got that book when it came out, and I'm so glad that I did because I loved it. It was so good.
Vici, okay, I stand corrected. I forgot that Shawshank Redemption is a Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Rita Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption that he
Listen
wrote.
here, Shawshank.
Shawshank Redemption is the top 5 movie of all time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that's a
So Vici, I
fantastic
stand
movie.
corrected.
That's a
Stand by
fantastic
Me,
movie.
The Green Mile, yeah.
Yep.
I will say Shawshank Redemption.
So everybody forgets that Stand By Me is a Stephen King
I remember that.
story too.
But yeah, Shawshank is
so
definitely.
The Mist.
We got Victoria in on the convo.
If it's Stephen King, I got it. Like, which I have to read his newer book, the one that I got for my Secret Santa at work, Fairy Tale, because apparently it's about a shed that has like some kind of like portal or staircase to like a different dimension or something, and like I need to read it now. I need to make the time to read it.
Maybe do that while you're on vacation. Be on the beach and.
Read a book. The last time I went to the beach with my dad, I did that. I read Salem's Lot on the beach.
So there you go. The Mist is phenomenal, both the book and the movie. I've never seen the series. The movie is really good though. The
What?
ending, the Mist.
Oh yeah, I haven't read it, which I would like to, because the film was pretty interesting, and Stephen King didn't really have many negative comments about it, so that tells me that it was pretty parallel. Which is what, like, as a bookworm, I like movies and shows that, like, really reflect and depict what it's based off of, book-wise. So when it really goes with the book, it makes my head happy.
Jay said how high is Stephen King while he's writing these novels. Probably super high.
No, because he actually made the comment one time that if he
The
didn't
Land
write that
Oilers.
stuff
I never even heard of
down,
that there, Chicago kid.
like if he didn't get his ideas out, he would be like a horrendous person because of all the ideas that he has in his head. So that's why he writes them, because otherwise he'd probably be acting them out.
It'd be like that. Because
He
Vici
said that
Vici
in
said
an
that
interview.
it's crazy how Stephen King could bust out 10 books a year, but George R.R. Martin can't write one in 15 years.
Literally. But that just goes to show, like, how many ideas are bouncing around in Stephen King's head.
One of my
Look at all the novels that he's written, all the short stories that he's written. I mean, do they all have a lot of similarities? Of course they do, because they're all written by the same person. Do they have the same kind of ebb and flow of like, how they start out real gradual and then everything starts to build and then they just kind of fall off a cliff? Yeah, they all do that, but that's because they're written by the same person. But each individual plot is so different. It's insane.
One of the movies that I find underrated is it's called Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers. Ooh, what's that about?
It's about these cat people that have to eat like a virgin.
Crab people.
No, cat.
I know, but you saying that makes me think of crab people.
As I say, the movie was honest. It's like a so bad it's good type of movie.
Ew. Like a train wreck, you can't look away.
Let's not forget the master, R.L. Stein. R.L. Stein was awesome.
Yes, listen, I loved Goosebumps as a kid. That's how you know who the horror freaks are gonna be. Who likes Goosebumps?
Favorite Anne Rice?
Ooh. Anne Rice is another good one.
D'Angelo says hi.
Hello.
And then Chicago says we're both awesome. Thank you, Chicago. King doesn't remember writing the It book. He was coked out the whole time.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, look, it was a giant spider alien thing. Like, it doesn't surprise me.
Oh, wasn't he also wasn't it like a turtle thing in the book?
Turtle thing?
In the It book?
I do not recall the term, but honestly, I don't recall because I read that book 16 years ago as a freshman in high school.
Yeah, everybody said that like there was like a turtle thing that was like as old as him, and that like told the story of what like where he came from, and
I don't remember. I've only read that one once, and like I said, that was in high school. That was a long time ago.
And then Vici said that's not the wildest thing in the book.
I know.
Yeah, because didn't all the kids have like a gangbang with the chick with the girl like for like the oath instead of like having a blood oath? They like all like.
No.
I could have sworn that people.
No, they were like 12.
I could have sworn that's what people were saying.
No, but they were all like crushing on her.
Yeah, but I don't know. I remember reading that.
I don't.
The It book is weird as all the kids sleep together for F's sake.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But again, 16 years ago.
Yeah, instead of taking a blood oath, because I remember like whenever the movie was coming out, they were like
now I need to read it again.
What are things that will be in the movie that were not in the book, and then vice versa. And they said that there was no way they could depict kids having relation with each other and stuff.
Shut up!
And then Vici's even saying they did. I swear to God, they did with. Like,
I really did, but like I said, that was 15, 16 years ago. I don't remember. Stop it, dog.
He probably needs to go out. He hasn't been out
I
since.
just let him out like half an hour ago.
Well, then he doesn't like when we get too close together, so I don't know.
We're like 4 feet apart. What's your problem? He fits between us. What's his issue?
Pet Cemetery and Carrie. I like the original Pet Cemetery.
Gage.
And then Zorro said, "Imagine your mind coming up with something like that."
With what? Pet Cemetery?
Probably the kids having as.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, shit. When was that? 80s, 90s?
Probably 70s, maybe.
It?
I don't know.
It was in 80s or 90s novel. Because Carrie was the first one, and that was 74 that it was published.
Does anyone remember when Goosebumps used to publish certain titles that would make...
Shut up!
Oh, I do, Chicago Kid.
Lay down!
Everybody, if you're new and you haven't yet, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button.
Lay down!
He's not going to.
Lay down. Lay down. Good boy.
Ozzy's going berserker now. But, everybody, I didn't realize that it's 9:30 and I gotta be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ugh.
So, I'm sorry. But, I'm calling it a night. Everybody, thank you for another awesome stream. This was awesome, as always. Oh, wait. The poll down below. Well, this will dictate what the watch along is. And ECW One Night Stand wins. So, Bruce Covell. I don't remember who that is. But thank you, everybody. And we're ending it the way we always end it. Another turning point, fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of the stream and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. The stream is unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Thank you, everybody. WJ, I'm glad you were here too. I hope to see you back. I hope to see everybody back. Again, we have a good, strong, positive community. I'm trying to build off of this. We're live every day, 6 p.m. Eastern time, same bat channel. And please don't forget, you're kind, you're smart, and you're capable. Please don't forget it. Until next time, since you like horror, check out the band Blitz. Oh, I know exactly who that is, WJ. Me and you would have been good friends. But until tomorrow, all my freaks and geeks. See ya.